Hello?
Yo.
You can hear me?
Yep.
Okie dokie. Hold on, guys. Oh, my goodness. You made a list?
What, top 10?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I ain't like George. I come prepared.
You know what? I'll save it. Oh, my goodness. Man. All right, so you good? You ready to go now?
Yeah, let go.
All right. I don't even know if this, what do you want to call this? This is an extra episode. I think I'm going to do these more often, though. Hold on a second.
Just like a little bit more chill.
Yeah, I think I'm going to do,
You're gonna
like,
call it a sneak diss after hours?
I don't know about all that, but, it's going to be, I think I might have, like, other people call in and stuff, too. Like, people that, it's hard to either get on when we regularly record or,
Right.
like you, it's better for you in the morning, and I don't ever go to sleep, so I'm good. So I guess we could
How,
call
ma-
this,
how
huh?
much how often like how much do you sleep in a day?
I probably get about 3 hours of sleep,
Stop it.
maybe four. So
You only sleep 3 to 4 hours a day?
yeah, I have to be at work by about 4 o'clock. So and I usually don't end up going to bed till maybe midnight, and I wake up at about 3. So my sleep is rare. All right.
And you wonder why you're always sick. That's why.
Yeah, you're right. I'm always sick. I'm fighting something right now. I mean, I'm still like I think I beat it, but I don't know, man. I be having some problems.
Yeah, but at least you don't sound like Stephen Hawking today, though.
Oh, okay. I didn't think I sounded that bad. It was awful trying to talk last week on the podcast, but I thought I sounded okay.
No, it just sounded like you had something in your throat.
Good.
Like I don't know. You ever get that when you're like you just wish someone would clear their throat? Like it just sounded like you had something in your throat.
I kept trying to clear my throat, and I was just like, man, I don't want to do it on the mic. And anyways, and it's nasty. So everybody, y'all know Jay. I don't got to tell Jay. Jay is family. Jay's our international correspondent. Do, 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 do.
Is that supposed to be a news break when you do that?
I mean, that was the goal of it. I mean, that's what I was trying to do. I don't know if that's what it aimed for. But obviously Jay is calling from China, Shanghai. We like to talk
Yep.
to Jay periodically, and I thought, it'd be cool to just talk to Jay. He and we've done this before, and it's just easier because usually you trying to get to class, you got class you teach and stuff, and it's just easier to get you on, on a during a time, you know.
Yeah, man. I'm just chill. It's Saturday afternoon right now, chilling in the house.
The wife there.
Yeah, she's in the bedroom just watching shows and stuff.
She probably annoyed you coming on.
Yeah, she. I was like I can go to the bedroom. She's like no. She's like no. I want to go in there.
Um, so I mean, actually, you know what? You have any pickups lately? We won't get to ask you that often. You got anything lately?
The only thing I picked up is those. I posted it, the Jordan 1 noise canceling, because I'm about to design them,
Oh,
customize them.
wait. So you actually got a pair? I saw you post a picture. I didn't know you actually got a pair.
Yeah, so you buy it and then you customize it in store.
So wait a minute. When you buy it, you don't actually do it. When you buy it, you have to like come back.
You could do it like several different ways. So I bought it, and then I'm keeping it at the store, and then I'm going on Monday to go customize them.
I mean, what more can you do to it? It looked like all you can do is take the swoosh off.
You can take the swoosh off. You could hydro dip it. Um, they give you like certain areas. You could hydro dip the shoes. You can change the laces up. You can add pieces of fabric to the swoosh. You can like do all sorts
Oh,
of stuff to it.
you don't gotta pay extra for that, do you?
You have to pay. It's like $30.
Oh, that ain't bad. How much was a shoe like retail?
Whatever a Jordan 1 normally costs. So it was like, hold on, let me calculate
160 or
it.
something?
It's a little bit more than that. So how much is a if you get well, Jordan 1 retail is 160.
Right.
So after tax, how much are you looking at?
It's like around 171 or something like that, depending on where you live at.
So so Jordan 1s in Shanghai, like the base price is 185.
Oh, I mean that still isn't bad.
Yeah, so you pay 185 for the shoe and then you pay another $30 to customize it.
Oh yeah, that's cool. So I was looking
So
at.
you could actually buy it and not customize it. You know what I'm saying? Like you could just buy it as is and it's just a plain white kind of like deconstructed shoe.
So then I'm assuming those won't be available for everybody here.
I don't think so because right now there's only two stores in the world that carry it and it's Shanghai and New York City.
Oh, okay, because they were on the sneakers app.
Yeah.
Did they have the Kobe too, or?
Yeah, they did the Protro last week. So what happened was I was upset because they when the store first opened in November, they were they had a new model every 2 weeks. So the first shoe was the Jordan 1, and then they did like the Air Force 1, and then like 2 weeks ago it was the Kobe 1 Protro.
Okay.
And then when I went into the store 2 days ago, I saw all five of the shoes out, and I was like, "Wait, what's going on right now?" And they were like, "Oh, after all the shoes came out, we just let everyone do whatever shoe you want now."
So you only bought the Jordan 1?
Yeah,
I think this might have would have been the only time I would have bought the Protro over the Jordan 1.
yeah. So it's weird because if you look at it, all the shoes are so they're deconstructed, but they're almost built differently too. Like the materials aren't great. I'm not gonna lie. They're pretty.
Yeah, but what is it? It looks like some type of like foam or plastic.
Yeah, it's almost like uh it's almost like that foam posit material. You know what I mean? How
Right.
it's like kind of thicker, but it's waxy. It's not really like a full good quality leather. And then there's certain parts of the shoe that are like really thin. So like the ankle collar of like the Jordan 1, you know how normally it's like that puffy foam.
Yeah.
It's not that. It's just like a thin piece of leather.
See, I didn't. You can't even tell that it's leather. Like none of the shoe
Yeah,
itself doesn't look like leather at all. All you can see is like some
it's not
string.
super high quality. Yeah, it's not super high quality, but you're kind of paying for the experience to do something besides a Nike ID, right? It's totally different from Nike ID.
So where were you at? I saw the video. It looked like you were in a mall or something.
Yeah, so it's the new Jordan store, House of Innovation, and like I said, there's only two stores in the world that are like this, and it's got like a lot of stuff that they don't carry in regular Nike stores. So they have a lot of their ACG stuff. They have a Nike Lab inside. So they carry like all the lines of Nike stuff. You know what I mean? Where normally you have to go to like a Nike Lab to get lab stuff, or ACG stuff is kind of harder to see in stores.
Right.
But they carry like every single Nike product is in this store, and
Yeah.
it's four stories. Yeah.
Yeah, that joint looked crazy high, so it was packed in there.
It was packed, man. It was packed. It was really packed. The shoes are laid out in a weird way. It's almost like you're in a department store. Like you know how normally when you walk into a Foot Locker, it's just walls full of shoes and stuff.
Right.
But all the shoes were laid out in a way that was like very fancy. Like um,
How come you don't vlog?
I'm lazy, man.
You know, I mean, I understand why people don't, but there are a lot of people that actually do it. I don't understand why they do it. Watching the exact same people walk in, Flight Club and all these like places, not to say anything against Flight Club, but they go into the same
You
places all
just
the
go,
time.
yeah.
You don't see
Yep.
anybody showing off no Shanghai.
Well, that's what. So like that's why I posted that question on my IG the other day. Like, would people be interested in seeing that kind of stuff? Because I don't think there's a lot of people that do it for the. It's like the China version of what people do in the States, right? Like people in Shanghai watch other people vlog about shoes,
And,
but I would be doing it for the audience in the States because I feel like people would be really curious about what's going on in Asia.
oh yeah, I would. I mean, I'll be honest with you, that the IG stories that you posted, it looked dope. Like I didn't see anything like that, and like to see long lines somewhere else than the usual spots. That was kind of cool seeing that. And plus, if you got a store like that selling something that 49 other states here won't even see, that stuff is always dope. There was
Yeah.
there was one cat, and I don't know if he lived in the Philippines or if he was just there visiting or whatever, but he would go through, I don't know what it was called, but he would walk through and show all the, like, if you want to call it fake or replica stuff
Hmm.
that's in the States, and he would show how good it is. So like he would show all these iPhones and iPads and all these like Canon cameras, and they were looking at V2 Yeezys, and that's when the Beluga had first dropped, and they were sitting there like, dude, like you can't tell the difference between these. But it was crazy because this place had like price range. So there was like, like the AAA quality, the and like they were all various prices. And I was like, man, that's crazy. Like you could clearly see this lower price one is absolute
Ma-
garbage, but the
Yeah,
higher
made out
price
of
one,
cardboard or
yeah,
whatever.
and the higher price one still wasn't retail that we would pay in the US, but it was the highest quality. I mean, it looked like everything. They were like, dude, we can't even tell. There was a point to where him and his homies were like, man, we were really debating on buying these.
Hmm.
But I thought
Hmm.
that was crazy. But no, man, I
Like
think I think you should do it at least
there's
once
two
a month.
there's two reasons why. One is um it's hard to, so like in China, obviously there's like the Great Firewall, right? So YouTube and everything is banned unless you have a VPN, which most people do. It's not that big of a problem. It's just more of a hassle. Like the connection is a lot slower, and like if I want to upload, it'd be a little bit more of a chore.
Right.
Number two is a lot of the places here, they don't let you take photos and record.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so like a lot of the time when I take photos of stuff, it's kind of like on the low, um, because I think I think the reason why it started is because of fakes,
Oh,
because
yeah.
they're afraid you're taking photos and sending it off to like a factory to like get replicated, whatever. Like when I was in the Nike lab, I just wanted to take a photo of what was on shelf. Actually, I think I was going to send it to George because it was like I was just taking a photo, and then they were like, "Oh, you can't do that." And then I said, "Oh, I'm taking photos so I can send to my friend to see if he wants anything." And he's like, "Oh, then you have to take the shoe off the shelf and just take a photo of the shoe." I'm like, "This is stupid."
Oh,
Like this
really?
is
You know what's crazy? Like I remember a lot of stores like that used to be like that in the States. They wouldn't let you take pictures in the shop. I think Flight Club was one of them. You could never. Oh yeah, you know what Flight Club was? The very first time I went to New York, I went to Flight Club, and I had never been, and it was just dope. So I was trying to take pictures and show people, and they wouldn't even allow it. They wouldn't even allow phones
Mhm.
in there, and they might still have something like that. But the last time I went, everybody was taking pictures in there, and like you go
Yeah,
to Undefeated and places like that, they they're like cool with it, and I think they like
yeah,
what all it is us marketing for them, like.
yeah. Exactly. It's more publicity for them, right? So why do they care?
Yeah, I'm like, we post a picture on like IG, like, yo, these sitting on the shelves at Undefeated. It'll get somebody there with the
Yep,
quickness, which is why
yep.
we always say, how come they just don't, instead of letting everybody know the release, just put them on the shelves? Because we know all it takes is two people to go to the Nike, the Undefeated, wherever, post one picture on Twitter, whatever. Man, everybody in their cars zoom in there. At least that's how it is out here. So,
Yeah.
anything else you grab?
What'd you pick up? What'd you pick up?
I mean, the last thing I got was, oh, actually, you know what? Red Continental 80s came in. Um,
Okay.
and I don't know if you listened to the last podcast, but Reacts came in.
Yep.
Oh
You
my,
like them?
no! Let me tell you something. Like I am, and I know I
You talk
said
about
this.
like the React 2.0, right? Like the
Oh
the
no, no,
second.
no, the 87s with the clear.
Oh, yeah. You said you hit on both of them, right?
Yeah, so I got both, and because when we did sneaker awards or whatever, I had said that I think that shoe might be very overrated, but I had never seen it in person before. So
Yeah.
then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and buy both of them, and if I like one color better than the other, I'll just keep one. And it's one of those things I know I'll probably keep in the closet for like a couple years and then take them back or something. But um, they're I'm absolutely 100% confident in the fact that they are 100% one of the most overrated sneakers ever. Like it's definitely a top 10 ever. I and I was telling George the other week, we would complain about the amount of money we would spend on Jordans and like
Yeah.
the materials would be awful and stuff like that. We need to start being mad at the amount of money we're spending on stuff like this, and it's barely any materials, and they're
Yeah.
like
It's like, yeah,
these
there
joints were
really is nothing.
yeah, these joints were 168, and I kid you not, they might weigh, I'm saying a pound, 2 pounds, but that's being super generous. They might weigh like 5 ounces. They're the lightest shoe ever. One, I could rip the shoe in half with my bare
Yeah.
hands. That's no
Yeah.
joke. So I'm thinking to myself, like, what are we doing? Like the shoe itself, if it was $79, I would get it. It's like 160 plus. They're tripping. And if anybody's out there paying 500 plus for that sale colorway, don't even waste your time.
I know.
That colorway is not fire enough to justify how whack that shoe is.
Well, I think the only reason why that one is so like why people are in love with it is because that was still kind of like the off-white phase. You know what I mean? Like people were still catching. It was like the closest thing to off-white that you could sort of get.
Yeah, I can see that. It definitely because they weren't collaborations or nothing, right?
No, 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 no. They were, but then like it was kind of like deconstructed a
Yeah,
little bit, and
it
it
was.
was like see-through, and the color was decent, and so people were losing their minds over that.
It's crazy that people still kind of even after the Air Force One back in the day with the clear toe, still willing to give a see-through shoe a shot. Because I remember when and look, I'll admit when them clear Air Force Ones came out, man, I was trying to get my hands on them joints, and I remember I was coming to New York from DC. I was on the Amtrak, and it came out that morning, and I was trying to get to every single shop to try to get myself a pair, and nobody had them. All they had left was like the Human Torch or whatever the Rockman, whatever his name is, the Thing. They had
Yeah,
or
the
Doctor
thing.
Dooms, whatever. They had that trash. I was like, nah, I'm good. So, but you know what's funny? I did get another pickup that I forgot to say last week on on the podcast was I got some ASICS Gel Light 3 quality controls.
Okay.
I don't know if you saw them. They're salmon. So they had a mint colorway that dropped, and it's quality control. I think they're in Portland. I'm sorry, it's quality conflict. So what it is that they had a mint colorway come out, and I don't know if you follow Just Dave on Instagram.
No.
So like he's a cool cat. He wears a lot of Asics, New Balance, and stuff like that, and he writes articles for a magazine called Epsilon. And
Oh, I heard you mention him before.
yeah, so he had like tagged me on it or whatever, and it's like these mint colorway ASIC Gel Light threes. It's like all navy blue suede, and on the toe box is a bunch of like not cursive Q's, but like whatever font that is, like a Q all over the toe box. Joints are
Yeah.
fire. I'm actually gonna send you a picture right now. Them joints are super fire.
Yeah, send him to me because I can't find him online.
Yeah,
I'm
they
looking. Can't.
you're not on Twitter, are you? You're rarely
No,
on Twitter.
no. I don't even have a Twitter account.
I thought you did.
Nope.
Man, I'm sitting there. I was tagging somebody else named Shanghai Soul, and I was like, man, Jay never like, he never retweet, he
That's
never
like
re.
that one. That's like that one time in the Instagram chat. I like at Greg, and then you were like, you just tagged someone Greg.
Dude, when we first got on Instagram, I didn't really understand it. Like, man, I just kept tagging like other people or whatever, and then these cats, I guess they must have just had enough. And he said, "Look, man, you're not tagging who you think you're tagging. Like, leave me alone." I was like, "Oh shit!" I was like, "I got to get used to this." Actually, I'm about to send you the picture right now. These joints are clean, and
Um,
I don't understand why we abandoned Asics like we did. Did you
oh yeah, these are clean. I like these.
you already got it that quick?
Yeah,
Oh, good God. There's a mint.
quality and comp. Yeah, these are cool, man.
Yeah, there's a and these ones were like friends and family, so they had like sold a few pairs, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and grab a pair of these. So I
I like
got
that
those on the
console
way.
too.
They take 2 weeks to do though, which I don't know what they doing. Must be putting the cues on the toe box or something. Um, but I'm trying to get back into ASICs. They're like Stadium Goods. They got a lot of ASICs on there for super cheap.
Yeah, man. Hey, if you're gonna catch that wave, you better do it quick.
Why you think it's coming back?
I think so.
I think it is. I think ASICs and New Balance are slowly gonna creep their way in. Did you guys wear ASICs out there?
Well, like, I mean, there are a lot of ASIC stores out here too. There are actually a lot of ASIC stores. But no, not that many people wear them. There's quite a few New Balance stores popping up, but it's expensive out here, man.
Like
Like the New Balance shoes are not cheap here, and they're nothing fire. They're just like the generic 574s, 576s, whatever. But they're expensive.
New Balance is expensive out here.
Yeah, yeah, they are expensive.
I'm surprised anybody
But
be willing to wear them out there.
we have a bunch of Onitsuka Tiger stores,
Oh, really?
like so many of them, and they're normally like next to an ASIC store.
Ooh, see, I like that.
Yeah, there's a lot of them.
Yeah, but yeah, I think that's it for all my pickups as of lately. I'm still trying to figure out how to wear these these Chinese New Year's.
I was gonna ask you, have you if you wore them yet?
Nah, I know wore them in the house a few times, walked around to the kitchen and stuff, but
Brazil probably wanted to throw them in the trash.
I usually wear all my shoes throughout the house. I don't go nowhere, man. I got too many kids, so usually I just put shoes on and watch TV.
That's why you up late.
I'm always up late. So I'm
You're just
up,
walking around the house trying all your shoes
dude.
on.
Right now I'm wearing what do they started calling these? Candy cane 14s, white red 14s. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm actually doing video right now.
Wearing Jordans right now?
Yeah, I'm wearing Jordans at like I don't know what time is it here? About 10, 8, 9 o'clock. Yeah, I'm wearing Jordan 14s right now. These joints are crispy. I can't get them in the camera. I'm actually recording video right now too, so
You see that they're coming back out
yeah, I saw that, but I don't
with
know,
the Rip
man.
Hamilton PE or whatever? It's like,
Wait. What? Is it a Rip Hamilton PE or just the white red ones?
well, they keep showing the picture of Rip wearing them.
Oh, that might just be for sure. I thought you meant like it had like a 32 on it or something.
I don't know. I doubt that they have the number on it, but they keep advertising them as the Rip Hamilton PE.
The absolute worst part about candy cane 14s or whatever these are called, white reds, um, was it the white sole. I hate sneakers that got white soles on the bottom.
Well, I see. I never had that pair, but I had buddies that had them, and I hated how the white foam part would get yellow.
Oh, see, I never.
You know what I'm talking about? The part that you know how it's like on the 14 near the toe box, the little white the it's like these two foam parts that come up to the toe a little bit.
Oh, you just talking about the like little wing
Yeah,
pieces?
yeah,
Oh yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
My buddy had them and they turned yellow and they looked so bad.
I don't even think I've ever noticed them turn yellow like that.
Yeah, well, maybe because he beat him to the ground.
I'm sorry. I still think Jordan 14s. I think last shots are still a top five Jordan all time.
Oh, dude, I love them, and I have buddies that swear by them still. Like for basketball, like they were super excited when they came out because they just wanted to wear them for basketball.
Hey, I'm sorry. Jordan 14s are very underrated, and I think Jordan 12s are. I think Jordan 14s are underrated, and Jordan 12s are very overrated.
Yeah, those are boots.
You didn't buy any of the other Chinese New Year stuff?
No, but I only got the 98s. So y- I got two, and you got one of them.
Appreciate it again.
Yeah, no problem. And then that's it. I was looking at the. I wasn't gonna get the 12s. I knew I wasn't gonna get.
Somebody I know here got them. They look bad, man. They're not
I
good.
just I just don't want to. You got to cut open the ankle area, the upper, to reveal the decoration and stuff. Like,
Yeah, I
nah.
ain't doing all that.
Yeah, that's too much work.
That's
And
like
then
I don't know if y'all know. I don't know if you know what Papa Murphy's is, but it's like a pizza place where like you go there and they make the pizza, but you got to go home and make it. I ain't doing all that. I'm not buying shoes, and I'm not going home and design it. If I gotta go home to make the shoe look cool, they need to only cost like 110 or something like that. Like so,
I'm just imagining someone being so hungry and they
bruh.
gotta go home
I remember
and
one
make them.
time. I remember one time out here, like Papa Murphy's was like slanging pizzas for like $6, like, and they were bigger than like an extra large. They were like, them joints were super big. I remember my wife was like, "Yo, we should go grab some." I think I went in there, and it was like the pizzas take like 40 minutes to make when you bring it home. I was like, "Man, y'all must be smoking." I was like, I left that joint. I went right to Papa John's or Pizza Hut or something. I didn't care. I was not coming home to bake my food. And that's a fact.
Um, Going back to the Chinese New Year joint, I liked the Vapor Maxes, but I still don't own a pair.
Say what?
I said I was thinking about the Vapor Maxes, but I still don't own a pair of those.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh,
the Chinese New Year Vapor Maxes,
wait.
I thought those were decent.
Was that the all red ones?
I thought the all red ones were
Oh,
cool, and
yeah.
then I also liked I kind of liked the one with like the kind of off-white upper with the gold air bubble.
Yeah, I know which one you're talking about. Them joints are
Yeah.
clean. Them red ones
Yeah,
were
I thought
super clean.
yeah. I liked how the fly knit was on the outside. It just made it just looked better. I liked it.
You know what's crazy is I'll swear by Vapor Max, but I only got one pair, two pair maybe. Like I just don't. For some reason, I don't like to pay for them. Like I feel like something about paying for like a minimalist shoe, like because I think they were like 200 or something.
Yeah.
Paying 200 for a shoe that's that minimal, it's rough, man. Like I can't even get myself to pay for an Ultra Boost anymore. Like 180 seems high now.
Yeah, 180 is steep. That's why the last I would say like the last three maybe yeah, the last three pairs of Ultra Boosts I bought were all on like employee discount.
Which ones did you get? You bought them black ones, right? Black people ones.
Oh Jesus.
You bought them, right?
I mean, I bought them, but I ain't gonna call them black people. Black people Ultra Boost. I ain't gonna go there.
You know what's crazy is when you sent the pictures. So, I don't think we even told about this story. So,
Yeah,
Jay,
we never revealed this story. Cause wait, did you guys talk about that?
we talked about it. I don't even know if we ever really talked about it.
I think so.
I think we touched on it a tiny bit.
No, you touched on it before the whole drama came out, and then you posted that one pic of like you saying LOL like 15 times.
Oh yeah, but Jay has sent George and I in a thread a picture of him. Now
That's
look,
before they even came out in the States. That's before they were even like announced.
they were on sale there, weren't they?
They were on sale for like 10% off, but then I had a employee discount, so I got another 40 on top. So I got those shoes for 50% off.
So Jay has sent a picture of them, and look, when you see, they're kind of off white, right? They're not white, right?
No, yeah, they're off white. They're like a little
Like a
pale,
cream.
yeah, yep. And
So
no cage,
yeah.
1.0 knit. And I was like, yo, these are fire. And I didn't even know what they were. I was just like, oh, these are kind of cool. And I looked on the inside. And it said CBC celebrate Black culture and it had a basketball. And I was like, what is this?
You had sent them, and look, I think everyone, we lost our minds when Cream OG Ultra Boost came out. Like we loved them, and it's been a while since you really saw like a Cream joint like that. So to see an uncaged Cream one, I was like, yo, like
Yeah, I know. Yeah, you were like, yo, like let me know.
Yeah, I was ready to cop.
PP ready, man. You were PP ready.
And then you said, what does CBC stand for? And then I looked it up, and I was on Google, and when I was looking it up, it took a while to find it. It wasn't just there because the shoe wasn't out yet. It wasn't on any websites yet. It was nowhere to be seen yet. You literally had the first pictures of it. Like they were on no sneaker sites, no blogs, no Twitter,
and it was
nothing.
like in hand, in person, in the physical being. Like
And it
I
felt
was looking at him, I'm like, yo, what is this shoe?
it felt like it felt like as soon as you found them, that's when like they started being, pictures started showing up. And then it was a basketball inside. Now, when I told you and George what it meant, I didn't even think anything of it really. Like, because I didn't think it didn't trigger anything yet. It was just like, oh yeah, that's what it stands for. And I don't think because we knew it was considered the Black History Month sneaker.
See, I had no idea.
Yes.
I thought it was like in collaboration with like a brand name called CBC or something.
I
I was like,
did
what
too.
is
I thought so. You know how Adidas came out with that gosh, the BYW, the Boost You Wear,
yeah.
and
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
that maroon pack, Emmanuel something, and there were like some tearaway pants, and
Yeah, I know
you
what you're
know,
talking about.
I thought it might have been like a continuance of that, like it's something like that. Man, once we found out what them joints were, I was like, oh no. I was like, nah, I'm good. And that joint had a basketball. This is what's funny. It's not even a basketball shoe.
It's not a
Like,
basketball shoe, and like I just don't understand. Like I'm not gonna lie, I picked them up just because I thought they were clean. Like I had no
yeah,
idea
they're
what
clean.
I had no idea like what it stood for, what CBC stood for. I was like, oh, okay, there's a basketball inside, whatever.
Oh my
And then,
God.
but then like so on the lateral side, lateral's on the outside, right? Lateral side, there's nothing, right?
Right.
But on the medial side, where the eyelets are, there's like these three colors. It's got like purple, red, and yellow or something like that. And I was like, what do these colors even represent? I was like, what is going on here?
And see, in the picture you sent, we couldn't see those colors.
Yeah, but it's only on the eyelid.
Right.
Like you really can't, you wouldn't even notice it.
Them joints are crazy. I mean, and it's stupid is because they missed out on an opportunity to make a pretty dope uncaged Ultra Boost. All they would have had to do is just make that just a shoe to release. They didn't have to make it
Oh, for sure,
nothing, and
for sure.
people would have been interested in it. I don't think it would have sold
People
out
would
or
have bought them
flew, but people would have bought them.
because the materials are good too. Because on the heel counter where normally it's like the plastic,
It's suede.
right, for the Ultra Boost. Yeah, it's suede. And then the heel tab is like almost like a waterproof material. It's like this. Yeah, it's a nice looking shoe, man. But the message behind it is
It's
whack.
crazy.
The message is lost.
And like yeah, because them joints they look like that. I seen the suede, the piece in the back, the heel cap. That's how engineered garments are. Like one of them got suede like
Yeah.
that, and I was like, man, that's fire.
Well,
So
now they off shelves, and I'm about to pull a George and slang them on StockX or something.
are they still out there or no?
I haven't been, so I'm on break right now, and for a while, a lot of the stores were closed, so I haven't like been into an Adidas store to see if they're actually still on shelf or not. I wonder because they got pulled in the States, right? They didn't. Well,
They didn't come
they
out.
didn't even get released in the States.
No, they didn't come out at all. And
So I'm wondering.
usually on stuff like that, like there's been plenty of sneakers that have been canceled before. Like, remember when Nike came out with those Iverson Zoom flights?
Yeah.
Those got canceled, but they were already on the shelves in so many places. People already had them.
Same recently, the Mellow 13s,
Mellow 13s.
the black and
Oh yeah.
yellow.
Yeah, like
And
them
those
joints are everywhere.
Yeah, and those went straight to outlet.
They're at
Those
the
went straight to
outlets.
outlet in the States, and then they were selling in Asia. So I wonder if those CBCs are only out here now.
Definitely a possibility.
Yeah, that's a funny story though, man.
Yeah, that was crazy. Like, I'm thinking to myself, like, I had never seen them before. When you sent that picture, I was like, yo, I'm definitely, especially for how much you said they were, I was like, man, I'm trying to get my hands on those.
50% off. I mean, I got them for under $100. So
Yeah. I mean, in all honesty, them joints still fire. Like
I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna wait for the heat to die down a little bit, and I'm gonna start wearing them.
Yeah, you come outside and you go back home to Maryland or somewhere wearing them joints, so you might have a problem on your hands. It might be the real wire out there.
Oh man.
So I don't know if you want to talk about the survey thing or whatever thing you did, or if you can, or what.
Yeah. I can talk about it. It was interesting. So
Can you even
a
talk about
buddy,
who it was with?
yeah,
Oh, okay.
I can.
All right.
So, but it's funny because they didn't tell me who who the interview would be helping.
Okay.
So let me start at the beginning. So I got a buddy out here. He's a DJ, and he reached out to me. He said, "Hey, I have a friend who is working for like a ad agency, and she's looking for someone who's into sneaker culture that they can sit down and talk to. And so, would you be interested?" I said, "Yeah, connect me." And then so they reached out to me. They took me out to like a bar, and we sat and chopped it up for like an hour and a half. And he was just talking about sneaker culture in China, and I had a feeling what company it was because he kept comparing. Well, I knew it wasn't Nike because he kept comparing it to Nike,
Hmm.
right? So he kept saying like, like what do you think Nike is doing that other shoe companies aren't, right? And then
That's kind of
um,
funny that we always assume that these companies are, you know, really paying attention to the other company, but that's a pretty straightforward question.
oh yeah, for sure. And he said like, who do you think, had did the best in sneakers in the last year? And I said Nike hands down. And he was like, why do you think that is? And then I talked about, um, you know, how it used to be Ultra Boost and Adidas, how they won most of like, I would say like early parts of 2018, right? End of 2017.
They
And I know you guys have touched on that topic before too, how like Ultra Boost was really just killing the competition, and then Nike came out with like whole new marketing ideas, and Virgil came out and all that off white stuff and Air
Yeah.
Max Day and all that stuff, and it just kind of like blew everyone out of the water again. Um, and then he was just saying like, what do you think Nike did to do that? And I said, well, Nike probably is the best ad company in the world if you think
Oh yeah,
about
of
it.
course. They're the best at marketing, period.
Yeah, like they just make things look good. They make things look fresh. They know how to connect to the right people, um and so I mentioned all those things, and then we talked about it some more, and then he talked about the concept store in Shanghai. There's a concept store out here now,
Oh yeah, that's right.
and yeah, because Dion was out here when they did the Purple Lobsters.
That was crazy.
I think I sent you the photo. Like
Yeah,
they had like a huge display. They had like these
like
inflatable
cages.
lobsters. They had inflatable lobsters crawling out of a Nike shoebox,
Yeah,
out of an SB
I
box.
think I
Yeah,
remember that.
yeah. And so I was just saying stuff like that. It's just they just it's on a whole nother level.
Yeah, I mean, what's funny is everybody's tried to dissect the reason why, and it ultimately came down to. I mean, and this is just my opinion on why Adidas there it just slowed up, way too quick because they shot out with a bang. I mean, 2017 and most of like first few months of 2018, whatever, it was all theirs.
Oh
But
yeah, I totally agree.
their first misstep, I mean, I think that first misstep, like everyone was willing to forgive it, but then when they did it a third time and then a fourth time, was the Ultra Boost never changed.
Yeah.
Like it was like the first Ultra Boost was just incredible. All right. Like it was like first of all, everybody was still enamored by how comfortable it is. Like and
Hmm.
that still reigns supreme. Like I don't care what anybody says, Ultra Boosts are still the most comfortable shoe that there is.
I put on my 2.0s the other day, and they just hugged my feet so well, man. Like they're so comfortable still.
Yeah, and so then we had the 1.0 and then they had, great colors and a few collaborations and all that type of stuff. And then the 2.0 came out, and 2.0 was cool, but it was like, all right, well, this is kind of similar to the 1.0, but we're going to still rock with it. for a little
Yeah.
bit. Some of the
Well,
colorways are cool.
because a lot of people didn't hit on the 1.0s. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
because there was a lot of the 1.0 collaborations that a lot of us couldn't even get. There's a lot that I have never even still seen in person. Like,
Hmm.
so then the NMD got introduced and it was like, okay, cool.
Yeah, oh yeah, people went
Went
crazy for those MDs, man.
we went crazy for NMDs and they weren't going crazy for the ones that weren't even prime knit. Like they were just
Yeah,
NMD. And then once everyone mentally got like, okay, look, these are Boost, but these are nowhere near as comfortable as Ultra
yeah,
Boost. It was like, all right, these are kind of, and then they kind of stuck with the same shape, silhouette, colors throughout the like year, like forever. And then the third Ultra Boost came out, and it was like, all right, you guys have no plans on changing the silhouette, making anything better about it. And it was like, we just kind of faded away. And then at the same time, Nike started doing what we've been begging them to do for decades. Like they released the elephant, Atmos, elephants, and they started
yeah,
releasing like all this stuff that like gave everybody this second opportunity to own. And then right now we're in such a new era with the resale market that I was just telling Ryan today. Ryan texted and said he bought some duck camo Atmos Air Max 90s today for 350, and I said, you know what, 300 is starting to feel like retail now.
I know it's crazy, isn't it? We've talked about this several times too. Like, if you're willing to pay 250 retail, like 300 is not. It should not be out of your realm.
It's not, because if you think about it, now Nike is free shipping and stuff. If you see, if I get on concepts or whatever, and I can get a, whatever's fire for 250 and shipping is like $17, it's not like I'm not gonna cop it because I don't want to pay the $17 shipping
Yeah,
and tax and stuff. So it'd be like, oh yeah, them joints are 250. Once you're done, and by the time they get to your house, you done spent about a good 267, 280.
yep, yep,
So we were saying that today. I was like, man, 300 is like retail, because I would have probably bought those for 300, 350. Like,
yeah.
I bought size Air Max ones, about a month ago. Shout out to him. I can't think of his first name, but shout out to him. Sold them to me, and I paid 250 for them. That
You
was
wear them yet?
that was retail. So, though China's, they're 300 now. It was a lot of shipping, but
Yeah,
still, it wasn't gonna stop me from having them.
yeah.
So, anyways, what else? So then, were they like satisfied
And
with your answers, or were they
oh, and then
just
so like we started talking, and we were talking, and then he was like, "Why? What do you think caused Adidas to kind of fall off a little bit?" And I mentioned how they didn't really change anything, and they didn't really. Um, from a personal point of view, I just felt like they they just kind of sat on Boost for too long without doing anything special to it.
right?
And then I talked about how, right now it's collaborations rule the game, man. That's just how it is. Like, you do a collab with some artist, and that's the way to go right now. That's all people care about. People don't care about PEs anymore. Like,
No,
you know what I mean? Like Chris Paul, like they finally released a Chris Paul PE, like just like you say all the time, 5 years too late.
it's
Like
way
people
too
don't
late,
care
man.
anymore.
Nobody
They just
cares.
yeah, and like I mean, Adidas is doing it a little bit better now, but it's kind of like they've already fallen so far behind that um, it's kind of like it doesn't really help them at all.
Yeah, and Adidas, I think they were relied so heavily on Kanye remaining, the it guy, that they
Yeah, I
really,
talked about that too.
yeah, like it's like they felt like they didn't have to do much anymore. Like
Yeah,
during that wave, I remember like you would see like these festivals or these parties or whatever, and there was always like an Adidas party or like an Adidas area, at what's the big one, the big popular festival, not Capella, whatever it's called out in Palm Springs, I don't know why I
Oh,
can't. I'm drawing a blank. Beyonce was there one year. It's like a whole week, whatever it's called. Not chaparral. I forgot what it's called, but God knows somebody's gonna be listening to this. Like, oh my God, they don't know anything. You know what's funny is like you don't know one thing, and cats be like, oh my God, I was just like,
I mean, you guys probably get I mean, you guys probably get hate on all the time with that kind of
oh
stuff.
yeah, they get super. I mean,
Coachella? You talking about Coachella?
Coachella, that's what it is. Coachella. They had this gigantic Adidas area, and then I was like, man, see, they so at that moment, and we said that was good for them. That Adidas was like, man, cool now. They had somehow became cool, but then they stopped trying to reach the people. Like they were just wanted to be cool with the masses, like, but they didn't want to be reach the people individually. Nike, man, Nike knows how to like they could come out with a commercial and make you feel something. Like a Nike
Hmm.
commercial could give you goosebumps.
Hmm.
Like an Adidas commercial is like a rare commodity, you know. And whether and we know, look, it's big business, it's business, it is what it is. But you know, even like the situation with Kaepernick, Nike, for all we know, behind scenes might not care one bit, but they know how to like rally up the masses, you know, because Kaepernick stuff flew off the website, you know, flew off
Yeah.
the site. So you know, Nike just knows what they're doing. Adidas needs to just refocus and they need to stop relying too much on their old silhouettes. Like they're retroing a lot of stuff that never really hit when it originally came out, and they think because
Yeah.
that's just the wave. But it's like those the pod boost that just has the boost on the hill.
Yep.
I think if those would have came out in 2017, they would have flew off the shelves.
Oh my gosh, they would have been fired because they're not a bad looking shoe, but
It's not.
yeah, and I remember I was actually it was like it was like a year ago. I worked with another ad agency and they showed me that picture and they were like, "This is what we think is coming out next," and I'm like, "Yeah, these are." I said, "These are actually a really good looking shoe." I said, "But it depends on how you guys market this. Like, you guys have to do a really good job and kind of like." And I said that, you know what? It might be the way that you just have to tie it to someone. You got to like tie it to some celebrity right out the gate.
And you know what they did? I remember when they first came out, they put a big billboard on Sunset Boulevard in California, and they had this party and or like a dinner, and the dinner was nothing but like quote unquote influencers like Cousteau and some YouTubers and stuff like that.
Hmm.
That was their way they dropped those on everybody, and they thought those influencers and those people were the ones that were going to make people care about those, but it was too late. You know,
Yeah.
have you ever tried a pair on?
No, I haven't.
Me
I
neither.
haven't.
I haven't either.
I haven't.
I'm interested in how they feel, but so oh, sorry. Anything else happened with the?
No, they just paid for drinks and paid me for it too. And it was like an hour. It was like an hour sit down talk. And then yeah, and that's it.
And you see, this is
And then at the end they were like, yeah, so I mean, you probably could figure that this is for Adidas. And I was like, yeah, yeah. And I was wearing I was wearing all Nike stuff, so I was
I
like,
know.
oh snap.
I was gonna ask you too. What were you wearing? Because I knew it wasn't
Because they
probably.
didn't tell me, right? So I mean, I could have literally showed up in like Under Armour sweatpants and Adidas shoes with a New Balance T-shirt, just rocking it all, just in case.
But I think companies like that. What would have been great is if you did know it was Adidas and you still wore your Nike stuff to make a point because I think it's too many people that would be because honestly that would be my first reaction would be like, hey, we're gonna go have some drinks with Adidas, and then when I ask you a few questions, my first reaction would be pull out the pants, a jacket, pull out some shell toes, come in there and swear up and down, oh man, I love Adidas. Oh, Adidas is the thing.
Yeah, yeah,
But I think you get a little bit more respected if like, oh, I know you're Adidas and you come wearing what you like. That's what it's about. And it's just things like that, like with the whole the black culture Adidas Ultra Boost. I say this all the time. Like, where was the man in the room to say, "Oh
I know
yeah, no,
that
man,"
might not
like,
be this might
no,
not be a good.
yeah, or the person to say, "You know what, those are ugly," like, or we need to do more with this. Like, they relied so much, and then plus, man, I can never remember who made this point, but I saw it on Twitter when Kanye stopped wearing their regular Ultra Boost and general release stuff, that's when people really stopped caring about it. Like,
Yeah,
and Pharrell too. Him and Pharrell strictly only wear the stuff that
their
they're,
own stuff.
yeah, their own
Yeah,
stuff. And there's nothing on Kanye sneakers, and you got to really look for it on Pharrell's and stuff that would say that these are Adidas.
but so then would in that same vein, would you say that Jordan doesn't need to do that anymore? Like he's surpassed it where because he doesn't wear Nike stuff. He only
Well,
wears Jumpman stuff.
yeah, but Jumpman is Nike. Like, I still call them Nike Air Jordans. I don't call them just Jordans. Like, I think, and especially now that they're putting the swoosh and the Nike on the back of them now, you gotta treat them like Nikes. I mean,
Yeah.
they're just one now. What you gonna ask you? Are you getting sixes?
Oh, I'm getting sixes, man.
I don't ever. I don't, have you ever worn any sixes or taken pictures of any sixes?
I have the 2014 pair, but
Nah.
um I don't wear them often because they're
Okay.
so like I don't know about you, but I bought them in a time where I didn't like I cared about sneakers, but I didn't really care if I beat them up a little bit.
Right.
And you know how near the ankle on the inside, it that material it kind of puffs out,
Right.
and so when I walk, sometimes I like they kind of like rubbed against each other, and so like that suede is all scuffed up on the inside of mine now.
Oh, I
So
know
it's like
what you're talking about.
I hate that, man.
Because it turns like white or like
Yeah, it like well, yeah, it like it rubs off all the leather there, so it gets all gross. It just looks bad, and so I stopped wearing them. I'll probably wear them more now that I have the new ones.
do you already have the new one?
No, no, no. But I mean,
Oh.
I'm gonna get them. So like once I get them, I'll probably wear the 2014s more.
See, I don't think we can do that. Like, I don't know how people like I said to myself, I'm gonna get rid of my 2014s before these come out because I don't know how there's people out there still willing to buy them without the Nike on the back.
Yeah.
Like, you shouldn't be able to, but people are still buying them. But to be able to sell a Black Cement 3 with a Jumpman on the back, knowing that there's Black Cement 3s out there with a Nike swoosh on the back, and they're
Yeah,
pretty
I know.
decent prices now. They're not, I don't even think they're 300. They're probably still like 230 or something.
Yeah, but if you go on eBay, it's like the price. Well, not eBay, maybe like StockX or Goat,
Right.
but they're like $100 price difference
You mean StockX
between
versus
the
Goat?
Jumpman. No, between the Jumpman
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah,
version
yeah.
and Nike logo.
Yeah, so like depending on how much you want to spend, but once I get the pair that's to me the authentic, you'll
Yeah.
never see. I'm not. I wouldn't even turn them into beaters. Like, they're just gonna sit in the closet if I can't get rid of them. Like, I'll never wear them again. So I'm gonna
Oh, you're talking
buy.
about your 2014 version?
Yeah, because I had six of them. I bought six for myself. So like,
You're crazy.
I went golfing in a pair. Like, I was like, what am I doing with these? I just golfed in a pair. I just was just doing random things in them, and then because I don't know why, I just didn't. I was just so excited for them to finally come out again, and I knew eventually they would come out with the correct version of it. Like, I was never high.
Hmm.
Everybody was like, it looks like hot pink, and I was like, man, who cares, man? Like,
Yeah, I don't care
like just
at all.
just buy the shoe. There's nobody walking around. Who cares? Like, and so I just lost my mind over those. So, anyways, I definitely
But
will
you
be
picking them
copping.
up, right?
Oh, of course. I'm definitely gotta get at least two pairs.
You gonna get another six pairs?
No, I'm definitely getting two. I'll never do
Is
that
is
again.
George picking them up?
George is gonna buy them, but George ain't keeping nothing. George is so anti-Jordan. It's not even funny. All he's waiting for are the black red fours, cement fours, whatever they are. That's
And lows, right? Because I remember I sent him a photo of those Jordan 1 lows, and he was like insta cop.
wait. Which ones did you send?
I sent it into the group chat. It was like something like it's like shadow lows are coming out or something like that. It was like some photo,
We have shadow lows.
and he was like, "Oh yeah, I'm copping."
Well, yeah, lows he'll cop. Me too. I found a lot of my lows, and I mean they're all covered in glitter now, but I need to start wearing those again. I don't have.
You gotta stop hitting clubs, man.
Yeah, right. You know that ain't happening on my end. Now you stay out. You stay faded.
No, 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 no. That's
No, no, no. Yeah, all right. All
you
right.
gotta see. It's dangerous because where I'm from, when you say faded, that means you smoking.
Oh, okay.
But like faded, what? So like, where's that? Is that a term that's used in Arizona or is that a West Coast
It's a
term?
West Coast thing.
Because in the East Coast, when you faded, that means you be hitting the J's.
Oh yeah. See, nah, that's a what. I mean, it might have originally started out that way, but it just means out of it. Like drunk, high. Like it just means out of it. Like I mean, even if you
The
sluggish,
universal term. It's a
yeah,
it's a universal term.
it's just universal. You just use it for when you just feeling crazy. Um, did you get purple lobsters?
No, man, like I was when that whole like when Complex Con released all like the yellow canary diamonds and black and the two pairs of diamonds, I was like, oh man, I can't get into it because if I do, then I'm gonna want more. You know what I mean? And I just can't keep growing the collection like that. I
That
gotta
was
stick to.
that was your
Otherwise,
reason
I'll
for
go
not
crazy.
getting them.
Yeah, otherwise I'll go crazy, man. Like if I own the purples, then I'll want the greens. Then I'll go back and want the blues, and then I'll want the reds. Like it's too much. I can't do it.
Yeah, I had. I don't think I had any red and blues, or I might have had blues. Ryan had blues and I think reds, and I really tried for purples. I really wanted purples,
Really?
and I could have got them for retail from the homies. Shout out to the Swagzilla. Um,
Do you even wear SBs like that?
no, but I pulled some out just to look at them. I'm trying to wear them. Like, there's a few people that I've seen wearing them on social media, and I'm like, dude, I can do this. Like, I can wear these. But every time I put them on in the house, the tongue is so puffy that it feels like your foot is trapped. So I take them off, put them back in the box.
See, I'm one of like the few people that I just prefer highs. I even still prefer dunk highs over
Over lows.
um lows. Yeah.
See, I
So like
prefer the low shoe, but I think dunk highs have always historically had better colorways and stuff.
yeah, and maybe because I like Jordan 1. Like that's why I never get Jordan 1 lows. Like I own probably like two pairs of
What?
mids, but
You don't own any
yeah, I
Jordan
don't.
1 lows?
Mm-mm.
Oh, you tripping.
Yep. No, man, because that's another thing. I can't get into it. I know with my personality, I'm gonna want to collect them all, and gonna have problems.
See, that's why I never did like drugs, because I feel like if I started it, like I've never done one drug in my life, and I feel like if I started it, I wouldn't be able to stop. So I was like, yeah, I'm not smoking weed because if I do it and if I like it that much, I'm not gonna stop. Because
You have an addictive personality, you think?
you do as well. We have sneakers in our like. That's the thing. Like I know I'm
True.
addicted to
Okay.
sneakers. You're addicted
Good point.
too.
Good point. Good point.
Like, and everyone thinks like, what's funny is everyone always says too, like, oh, if I had to, I'd sell them all. You know what? I would
I
do every.
would do it.
Say what?
I don't know if I'd be able to do
I
it.
don't know if I'd be able to do it. I would definitely figure out a way. I'd probably sell drugs first. I don't know what I would do. Like, I would probably figure out a way to still keep a lot and sell. I don't know. That's a hard one. I'm,
But you went cold turkey all of last year.
I did. And you know what's funny? When we did our top pickups for 2018, it was really hard for me. Like, I went back like, dang, I really did a good job. Now, I ended up buying a lot at the end of the year, but I was like, dang, man, I really did a good job that year. I think I might have bought maybe 20 pairs last year, like maybe. And I think 11 or 12 of them happened in like October, November, December. So, actually, I don't know, man. I think I bought way more. I bought 5 Continentals. I don't know. I have no idea. I mean, I bought 9. I bought 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I bought 9 Filas. So never mind.
Yeah, yeah. Your whole argument just went out the
Yeah, that
window.
went out the window.
Wait, so then let me ask you, because I know when you started buying shoes again after you came back from after your comeback, so
Comeback
uh,
season.
um, you weren't buying as much. So would you say that where you are right now, you have the same buying mentality as you did went before you
No,
stopped?
because I shouldn't be buying Jordan 6s. Like, I know for a 100% fact I'm not going to wear them. I'm going to wear them one day, to the mall with the kids or something, or, a family party or something. But I know for a 100% fact I have no business buying Jordan 6s. Like, I'm not going to wear them. See, you coach basketball, and do you get to wear sneakers to work?
Yeah, I can.
Yeah, see, you get to wear them to work. I wear dress shoes every single day except Fridays. And even on Friday, I'm not supposed to wear them, but I'm the guy with all the sneakers, so they just let me do it. So if I didn't wear them in the house, or I would never wear them. Like, there are so many DS sneakers in my closet. It's not even funny. I was telling George today, he was talking about like stuff that he sold, and I said the best feeling is going to Nike returning stuff. Like, I returned a double of Jordan 14 last shots of the OG colorway of Air Max 98s, the yellow navies, this double up on the red purple um, Maestro Pippins, LeBron ones. I took back the black ones. I took something else back, and then walking out of there and putting like getting the refund back. That's the best feeling ever.
Yeah,
Because,
that's a good feeling.
but then you use the money on something else. So
So why are you picking up two sixes then? You could just get one.
I have to. You know what? You know what?
Yo,
You know
there
what,
you
Jay? You
go.
right. You know what? I think I'm gonna buy one. I,
Just buy one. That's all I'm getting. I'm only getting one.
I think I'm gonna have to. I think I'm gonna have to just get one. Like, I have to, but I feel like that whole double up.
Why?
I don't know. That whole double up mentality started with,
Oh, it's a sickness. That's the worst.
yeah.
I think that's the worst because if you buy shoes and you wear them and and you're happy when you wear them and you beat them up whatever, like that's great. But when you do the double up, that's when you start that's when you're a real addict. That's
You,
when you got real problems.
what's crazy is that we don't even beat our shoes up. So
And I mean, let's be real. You and I and George, whatever, and probably a lot of the people listening to the podcast have enough shoes to last them 3 lifetimes.
oh, that's a one
Like
hundred
you
percent fact.
and you'll be fine. You will never end up looking like Tom Hanks in Castaway.
And see that, and see that's why and that's the whole, like, with your mindset, because let's say I do buy one pair and I trash it. If I really wanted to buy another pair, I could.
Could easily.
And but if I had a pair and I beat it up, I know for a fact I wouldn't want to go buy another pair. But we don't mess our shoes up like that. Like, our shoes don't get dirty, and when you double them up, the pair that you like, when I went golfing in that one pair of sixes, man, I cleaned them joints up so good after golfing that you wouldn't even know I wore them out there, because I was like, oh God, why did I do this? Even though I had 5 pair chilling in there, which is crazy. Like, I went through my closet the other day, man. I got LeBron. What is this? LeBron 12s in here. I'm like, what am I doing with LeBron 12s? Like, these joints suck.
So that's why. So right now, like I think this will be a good test for you, man. You just pick up one pair.
I think I'm
You
gonna
pick
have
up one
to.
pair, and then I think right now, lately, because you can always go back and get it. So
Of
it's like
course.
wait a week, wait 2 weeks, and if you still have that urge, go get it.
So then, what about black red fours, cement fours?
Oh, I'm copping 6 of those. Facts.
That's funny. That's what I'm talking about. We buy 6 of everything. Dude, I've never had a pair of Red 4s, like a black ones.
I've never owned a pair either.
Me neither. I was never a 4 fan, and at some point I became one. And I think my first pair of 4s I got um were Oreos, and then like the Carolina Blue, whatever it was called back in the day. And now it's Legend Blue, whatever. And then I got cement 4s with the Jumpman on the back, and I don't know. It was a few, but I got them when they
But
were on sale, when they were like $99 on like Eastbay.
so like I have a system to my madness. Is that like um I just want for the models that I don't want to say don't care about, but that I don't need a lot of like threes. I got the black cement threes. I still need a pair of white cement threes, and that's it.
That's all you
I
need.
sold all the other ones. I
Yeah.
sold the True Blues. I sold a bunch of
Ooh, so True
other threes
Blues.
that I had.
True Blues might be one you gotta keep, but they were
And
so
then
bad.
I know. And then so like fours, I have the white cements, and I still have some that I like. I sold the Columbias. I sold a bunch of four. I sold those. Yeah, I sold a bunch of fours. Like same with the fives. I only have my black metallics. Like because I'm never gonna wear them, and the ones that I do want are all the OG ones. Everything else I don't need them.
Right.
And so
You buy
I have like one or two of like certain things, and that's it.
you buy nines or tens?
I have I hate calling them the Space Jam nines.
I do
I don't know
too.
why they got that name. Like that's not the name
That
that.
started what, last year?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
was like, when everybody kept calling it that, I was like, these were in Space Jam.
That's the only pair I have. That's the only pair I have. That's the only pair I need. I don't need any other nines.
the,
That's the only one I like.
you know what's funny? The only pair of nine I have are the anthrax,
Yep,
whatever they're called. I got
yep.
those, and that's it. But I would buy olives if they came out again. I really almost bought the olive boots because them joints were clean. It just don't snow here, and it ain't cold enough. But them joints were fire, and I had seen them for like
You wanted the Olive 13s for a while too.
I got them. I got them
Oh
for
boy.
cheap. I got them for $99.
Yeah, they're at the outlet.
Them joints. Well, oh yeah. You know what? I don't understand why nobody respected Olive 13s. Like, them joints were suede. Everything on the shoe was suede, and it was olive. Like all the.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Do you wear them? No.
nope. I have no idea where they're at. Like, no joke. Odds are they probably got left in the trunk of the Jaguar too. Like, I have no
Oh my
idea.
God.
You know how many shoes I actually lose? Like, I have no idea how.
You got rich people problems, man.
Yeah, okay. This comes from a guy building shoes at a store. Um,
Yo, you said yourself that ain't even expensive.
no, it really isn't because I I thought it was gonna be like $300 to do something. Like,
I'm gonna do my best George impersonation right now. It's because you rich, cuz.
yeah, yeah, that's George, all right. All-Star game, All-Star sneakers. Are you copping?
Did you watch the draft? Did you watch
No,
the?
when was it? Last night,
Yeah. I
dude.
watched it yesterday.
I was watching. I kept going back and forth for the Lakers game. So did they do it before the Lakers Celtics game or?
Yeah, it was, but it was kind of weird though because it was only Giannis and LeBron on TV, like on the split screen video screen with Ernie in them.
But they did that last year, didn't they?
Oh,
Oh, I thought last year was the.
I think they just announced who the teams were, but this is they finally did like a live pick 'em, like a basketball style.
Oh, okay. And I don't even know who on each team. I haven't even looked yet.
It was they cracked some funny jokes, like when LeBron picked AD, Giannis was like, "Is this considered tampering?"
Oh, Giannis is funny.
Giannis is funny. He's a beast too, man. How are you gonna be that big and that fast and strong?
Okay,
Like,
now for the record, did I or did I not say he was gonna be great? Okay.
I believed you.
Oh, okay. I thought you was against me.
Oh, I think Giannis is gonna be good, but I just think he's lucky because he's young.
Yeah.
Because I don't think he's gonna get it over Harden this year. I think Harden still gets it this year.
MVP? No. I think
Harden.
I think last week or the week before, yes. But I think people are starting to look at Harden like, come on, man. Like, not it's a little corny now because
How's the corny putting up 45 a game?
it's corny putting up 45 a game and they're still barely winning. Like, it's something about a 45 and you win by 15, 20 points. Something about a 45, 50, 60 point game and you win by like 3 is is disheartening. Like,
It's because they got your boy PJ Tucker playing 38 minutes, only scoring 6 points.
PJ Tucker plays more minutes than Harden, I think. And what's up with CP3, man? Like,
Can't play back to backs. He's going. They are terrified he's going to get injured again.
I have never been like I respect his greatness, but I have never been a Chris Paul fan. He always had some type of thigh, hamstring. He always had issues. And something about his personality is weird.
Yeah, he's gnawing on people. Like even his teammates don't like him.
Yeah, like in the State Farm commercials, he's corny and stuff, but then on the basketball court, he seems like a jerk. like,
Yeah,
like
like a lot of players don't like him, I think.
he always looks angry, But anyways, you copy any All-Star sneakers this week?
I am not. I just looked at the list last night, and there's not a single pair that.
What about Kobe 4s?
You know what? So that's what I was gonna say. There's probably 3. There's probably 3 pairs on there that I'm okay with, and everything else is an easy pass.
Oh, you're gonna buy the ones though, or you already have them?
The turbo greens or the blue chills?
The turbo greens.
Yeah, I like those.
You have them already?
But you know what? I don't have them yet, but I have them like locked and loaded.
Hey, look at you. Show off.
But I don't like how they wrote like spring 2019 on the side. That's so stupid.
See, I think I'm gonna have a homie like airbrush that or something. Like,
yeah, like scratch it off or something. Because they did that with the gray joints too. Did you?
Oh yeah, the neutral grays.
Yeah, like they wrote, spring 2019 Jordan brand or something like that. Like, why is that a thing? That's not that's not anything that people want.
I think they low key trying to like be like off white or something stupid. Like, I'm definitely gonna try for those. I think I don't like the laces it come with. I mean, I guess I keep the white, but the purple laces, I don't really care for those.
Yeah.
The Kobe, I like the Kobe 4, but George worships the Kobe 4. Definitely not interested in the draft days, but I get why.
I don't like the color. I like the shoe,
right?
But I don't like this color. It's probably one of my least favorite colors of the Kobe 4.
Yeah, but I get it's in Charlotte, and
Yeah, I know.
So,
yeah, I understand it.
What about the blue chills? You copy?
The women's shoe?
Yeah.
No, that's a pass for me.
You don't like them, or?
I
don't really care for them.
I'm just like neutral about it. Like if I can get them for retail and I saw them on shelf, I might pick them up, but I wouldn't do anything. Yeah.
I don't.
There's a lot, man. I looked it up. What do you think about the KD11 on pearls?
I don't think they're as bad as some people think that they are, and I think the KD.
You think they're bad? I don't think they're bad at all.
Oh, see, I don't either. I don't think they're as bad as I've seen people like. Oh my gosh, where's the imagination? Like, people really go back to like KD4 and
the KD7s. The KD7 on pearls are wild. They had the angel wings on the strap.
I thought those are dope.
I have those. Those are dope.
I thought that was the dopest colorway of the entire 7 line. I didn't care for the shoe that much, but that was dope colorway. And the 4s, I mean, the 4s was just pink, but the 4 is the 4. And I think, not 5s, maybe it was a 6. Which model was the one that had the peanut butter and jelly colorway?
Those were the 6s.
Okay, I think the 6s.
Oh, no, wait. Those were the 5s. 5s.
No, aren't 5s the like high ones that came out with like a video
peanut
game
butter
one?
Jelly Oh, no, you're right. KD6. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think 6 is what it was. I think that on Pro with the roses on it, I think that one was cool. It was all right. But these ones, I think they're okay. People were talking junk about them. And I actually think the KD shoe is underrated.
This new one?
Yeah, but you would never know Kevin Durant had a sneaker. Like, he's rarely, for some reason, it just doesn't feel like he's associated with Nike that much.
Yeah, they don't really market him, huh?
No, they don't. Like,
Like they got more commercials for Kyrie.
Yeah, that's who they've thrown everything into. And
Yeah.
I don't think I've asked you this or even know what you think. Do you think the Kyrie line will eventually surpass the Kobe
Man,
line?
I was hoping to avoid this question.
Well, you can't.
Because I know what's the next question after this.
Yeah,
It's
and
gonna
I need to
be.
know that one too.
I was hoping to avoid both these questions because
Because
I just like to spectate the side, watch you and George go at it all the time.
I don't think we've ever talked about Kyrie models before, you and I. Like, I don't know which ones you like or don't like. So, do you think the Kyrie is on pace to surpass the Kobe models, the Kobe
So
line?
like, okay, so I remember because we never talked about this, but I answered it on your IG.
Okay.
I think if he continues, possibly like, but I'm only talking sneaker colorways and themes and ideas. But the
Right.
problem is that he won't have the legacy that Kobe had,
Oh,
and
of course not.
but then because of that, the longevity of his sneaker won't be as long. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
Yeah,
as of right now, he's moving in that direction. But he may not get a Kyrie 9. He may not get a Kyrie 10.
that is true.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like if he has a career like Kobe, which I don't think is going to happen,
No.
it's possible. But I don't think he'll get there. So if the Kyrie line ends at Kyrie's 8, then no.
Dion hit me up and said, "Wait till you see the Kyrie 6." So the Kyrie 6 is already done. Don't know what that looks
Yeah.
like yet, but according to him, it's absolute fire. Now,
Right.
you are right, and I feel like I said that when I originally had thought this process out, was it does all depend on his basketball career because you know, he's not a
And right now, he ain't moving in that direction. Like no
no.
lie. Like he's not helping himself right now. Like
I
with the way
wish
he's playing and his attitude.
like there's only one thing that can save him. So I wish obviously that his personality, like he's not a big enough figure to go to multiple teams and still be a LeBron. LeBron could leave the Lakers tonight and go to Miami, back to Miami. He could go anywhere he want and would still be polarizing. Kyrie
Yeah.
isn't. Now, I was like, okay, cool. Kyrie left the Cavs, went to the Celtics. I'm like, all right, man, I want the Celtics to be good. You know, I'm not a huge fan of them, but I want them to be good. I want them to be prominent. I want him to be good. And it was going that way, and now it's flipping. The only way Kyrie, to me, would be able to like still, have the great sneakers, still be like, thought about highly is if he went to the Knicks and the Knicks actually became good. Like
Right.
playoffs consistently, like he would be a god out there, you know.
Yeah.
Because Melo
Yeah,
was
but the thing is that it doesn't seem like he wants to be a one man show because
nah.
he was already complaining about people. Like if he's complaining about the Celtics, can you imagine what he's going to be complaining about in New York?
Yeah, I don't even
My
know.
God, that's whack.
I'm like, you have a team full of kids basically. Can't you just tell them what to do? Like are they being rebellious? I don't understand what his heartache is because the Celtics are still like what 33 and
Yeah, they're third in the East right now,
yeah,
right?
like I don't know what he wants. I don't know what he wants because obviously concepts and collaborations, he's getting everything he wants, like from
Yeah.
Nike and sneakers and concepts in Boston. But I think he's just like, he doesn't want to carry the load.
I don't think he wants to stay on that team, to be honest with you.
No. And by the way, Uncle Drew was a great basketball movie.
Stop it.
Okay. Did you see it?
Yes.
Man, come on, man.
Man, that movie was trash.
Dude, you guys are so whack. I was
The
like,
only part I liked about it was Shaq, and that's it.
I watched it last week, and I said, "Oh, I'm gonna go ahead and sit down. I'm off work. Let me go ahead and watch this Uncle Drew. About an hour, 40 minutes. Let me go ahead and watch this Uncle Drew." That movie was funny, man. Yo,
You watch it wearing Kyrie's?
no, I watched it in my underwear, but low key now. All right, this is low key. Uncle Drew might be a little bit better than he got game. Now,
Oh boy.
just a
I'm
tiny
not
bit.
saying I am not saying he got game is like some GOAT status either. Like I know a lot of people feel that way, but I don't.
Dude, he got game
But
was
if you
overrated.
think Uncle Drew is on that level, you smoking.
Dude, I could watch Uncle Drew like again. Like I could watch it again. Like I thought it
I
was
could
really
watch
good.
I could watch the credits right now and I'd be good.
Now look, let me tell you about Above the Rim. Above the Rim wasn't good to me
Up.
because
Yep.
we watched it. I'm not Above the Rim. He got game.
You got game.
He got game wasn't good to me because I watched it in high school or middle school, and all we wanted to see was dope basketball. It was
Yeah, I know.
it was way too deep.
It's too much acting.
Yeah, it was way too deep for like eighth grade, ninth grade, whatever grade we were in. Like it was like
Yeah.
some symbolic, like having a baby, the mama
Oh yeah.
died, Denzel was in prison, like trying to go to
Yeah.
college. Like it,
And Denzel was kind of like dating like a prostitute. I was like, what
yeah,
is going
like it was a wild movie. Like you can't appreciate that movie until you're like in your mid 20s. Like oh
Yeah.
man, because you've had a little life
Yeah.
experience. When you're in ninth grade, you're like, yo, this is too much for me.
Where's the basketball?
Yeah, where's the crossovers? That's all I wanted to see was a bunch of crossovers. They only that's all. And then,
Turn it off and watch Emma mixtape instead.
yo, I used to love N1 mixtapes. So I used to watch them joints religiously. You know, I seen like Hot Sauce somewhere. I was like, man, bro.
I saw them in DC. I saw them when they came to DC.
Yeah, so did we. Every time they came to Phoenix, me and my uncle always went, and it was funny
Yeah.
because you know how like they'll be like, oh, at basketball games, our winners, of two, whatever. We and my uncle were sitting in the stands, and this guy walks up to us and goes, hey, you guys want to go sit courtside and be our winners for the day? We were like, okay. And then, like, some point during the show, they were like, oh, here's our two winners of courtside seats. And we didn't even enter a contest. They just picked us, and we just sat down.
Oh man.
Oh, are you getting the adapt basketballs? Because you
Nope.
still hoop.
Yeah, I still hoop.
See, I need to
I
know what
wear
they're like.
I need to know what they're like too. I don't know if you watched the basketball game last night, but they were pimping the shit
Yeah,
out
they
of those
were.
shoes last night.
They did that.
Kristen Ledlow was wearing them. Barkley and
Kenny.
Kenny Smith got them on set.
Yeah.
They were ad crazy over these yesterday.
They opened up the pre-order again today
I saw that.
or yesterday, whenever it was. How you feel about the Westbrooks?
My buddy copped them. He likes them a lot.
The All-Star ones or the shoe in general?
Oh, just the shoe in general. You
And
talking
he
about
likes
the
them?
All-Stars?
Yeah.
They're all right. They're all right.
I think they cool. I mean,
I don't need them. That's the thing. I like them. I don't need them.
I still haven't seen them in person yet. Oh, you know what? Yeah, that's on my House of Hoops. And it was cool. Like, there's elements to it that I like. It's definitely, I like a new silhouette. But they blow the first Westbrook out of the water. Like,
Yeah.
without a question.
So if you walk into a store, if you walk into a House of Hoops and you see the basketball adapt, you trying them on, and would you buy them?
No. It's too much money.
You try them on?
No. Because what
You wouldn't even try them on?
No. I don't go to places to try them on because then you got to be like, you know what? Nah, I'm good, fam. Like, you know what? Dang. Like, nah.
You'd be like, yeah, nah. I wasn't in the market for basketball shoes today.
You walk around me like, you know what? I don't hoop like that. Where y'all clearance wall at? Yeah. Like, that's why I don't go in any store try nothing on. Like, I don't do it because I hate it. Like, if I go into a sneaker store and there's not one person in there, I won't go inside because I don't.
I remember, yeah, because they be smelling blood. They be coming after you.
They be like, oh man, yo, you can I help you with anything? Yo, my man,
I worked in a finish line. I worked in a finish line when I was in college, and I was out on the floor, and then this dude comes up to me and he was like, hey, you got any white Air Force Ones? And this was like 2006. And he's like, do you have any white Air Force Ones? And I was like, yeah, we got them. And what are they? They're like $89.99, something like that.
Right.
And he comes up to me, he's like, white Air Force Ones, boom, like size 12, yep, got you. Bring them out, tries them on, and he's like, "Oh, do you have anything? Do you have the lows? Because you want the highs at first." And I was like, "Yeah, yeah." He's like, "Are the lows cheaper?" I'm like, "Yes." Bring out the lows, tries them on. He's like, "You got anything for under $40?" And I was like, "What? Like, why did you even come out here asking to try on these shoes when you only had $40 on you?"
Dude, that's how it be. It'd be that struggle. They be like, oh.
Oh my God, that used to drive me crazy. It's like you tried on the highs and then you tried on the lows and then you asked for something that was half the price of that.
He
Like,
sat there with
what is?
both of them and said, nah, what you got it for $39.99.
Got some sandals for you.
That's funny, man. I'm trying to think what else we was talking about. If there's anything
There's
else.
wait. So what about the PG ACGs? Do
No.
you like those?
What ACG is that supposed to be?
I don't know. Just
if
some generic ACG. I don't know.
If it would have been like the purple, you know the ACG we're used to.
Yep. Purple with like kind of like a gray,
yeah,
purple and gray.
The orange, whatever.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
I would have been interested in it, but that PG, that Paul George 3, that would have never flew.
Ugly to me.
That would have never flew as a signature model like 5, 6, 10 years ago. Like
it looks like a generic Nike shoe.
Yeah, it looks like, when Nike comes out the ones that goes to like, the like famous footwears, the like
exactly
the regular shops, where it's like, it don't have air in it, but it's still cool. You could make your kid feel cool in it.
Yes,
but
exactly.
That joint, it doesn't even compare to the last Paul George's or the one before that.
I still like the ones the most.
Oh yeah, the ones are dope. And I had tried a pair of those on. Actually, you know what am I talking about? I got green ones somewhere in here.
Like the Undefeated looking ones?
Yeah, I had like the Army, like the Undefeated ones. I had those. I got those from a consignment shop for cheap, like $45, brand new.
Kyrie 5 Rockets.
Kyrie 5 Rock. I don't say I don't like them, but no, like that's way too much going on. Like I
know what you.
I think they cool, but it's too much going on. I know the Westbrook's got a lot going on too, but I feel like I could work with those a little bit more.
You want the Travis Scott 33s?
No. Although I don't think they suck. I like 33s, and I think those colors are fine, but Travis Scott...
What do you think about the 6?
Which one?
The Travis Scott 6s.
Those are fire!
With the pocket? You like that?
I am copping it, all right?
Oh, God.
You don't like those?
They're all right, but I don't see. That's the thing. This is where my selective brain kicks in, because it's like I don't need them. I'd rather.
Of course,
if you were to give me a choice, if you were going to give me a choice between those or the infrared 6s, I pick the 6s, and I still rock the 6s.
I mean, yeah, that's different. Like, you guys be an OG over those. All right, like I don't know. Look, those joints are fire. All right.
I know you hit that refresh. I know you hit the refresh on Sneakers app.
Man, I was sitting on there doing that whole Super Bowl. I was refreshing so long, I was getting angry. I refreshed. I refreshed even the next day. I was still refreshing. I was like, nah, Nike, they gonna surprise us. Watch, they gonna drop them. Watch, y'all not gonna be ready. Watch.
Oh, I was sitting next to my buddy who's like one of the top dogs at Nike in China. I was sitting next to him watching the Super Bowl, and then during the halftime show, I pulled up my Sneakers app and I looked at him, and he was like looking at me funny, and I was like, "If you do something right now, I swear to God, I will kill you." And I said, "If I can't hit next to you, I know this is rigged." And he just started cracking up. He was laughing. He's like, "No, man, I'm not in charge of this." I'm like, "Don't lie to me."
Dude, like, I mean, I'm talking, I couldn't, even though the game wasn't enjoyable, I couldn't even focus on that. Like,
oh, that's terrible.
Because I'm sitting there with the phone, and my wife like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Nah, something's dropping. Like, something secret's dropping." Because I was told by a few people that it was gonna be a Travis Scott that dropped, and I also was told that they were gonna do a couple some of the Off-White Air Max 90s, but nothing happened. So.
Did you hit on any of those?
No.
I wanted that desert color, man. That one's clean.
I'm gonna tell you, though, I don't think they're as clean as people think. Like, I'm gonna tell you.
I saw some photos where they look a lot lighter and
They,
they didn't look as good.
I'm about to send you right now a picture. Someone had tagged me just a little while ago, and they were like, "Man, you were right. These joints are dusty." I'm about to send it to you right now. They look
Yeah.
crazy.
Because if they were like a dark khaki color, I think that would look good. But I saw some photos where they look really light and they didn't look as good there.
Yeah, I just sent it to you. I'd have to put like some like vegetable oil on these joints or some olive oil or something. Like they super ashy.
Um, there's not much else. What about that SB Hornet?
No.
I know those
And
are ugly too.
I love Black Sheep, but I mean, I have never been a fan of the iridescent used on sneakers. Um, I do think they did a good job with it on the Jordan 1, that All-Star. What was that, last year?
Yeah, yeah.
And
Oh no, 2 years ago. That was 2 years ago.
yeah, I think that they're cool on that. And Ryan had said, brought up the Kobe 7 cloaks, the invisible cloaks. They looked good on that
Hmm.
too. Other than that, iridescent, and I was really hoping for a low. And I wish they would have like, and I don't know why no one has gone this route this year. I get that it's in Charlotte, so they're gonna use the purple and the Carolina everywhere. But if Black Sheep would have made the dunk yellow and black, like an actual wasp or hornet,
Mm.
that would have been fire. Like
Yeah, that would have been a good take on it.
it would have been a good route. Like, hey, these are still hornets, but we're gonna use the yellow and black. Like that would have
Yeah,
been super dope. But
yeah.
nobody has my brain, so it is what it is.
That might be a good thing too.
Bruh, I would change the game. I probably have everybody out of business. I have feelers everywhere.
Yeah, because you come out with the shoe and you pick them all up.
Yeah, yeah, I buy them all.
You drop 6 pairs, you pick up all 6.
That's a fact. What's crazy is how many women's shoes they're coming out with All Star Weekend.
Yo, it's a lot, man.
Which why? I'm not saying that they shouldn't, but
Me
you
Too movement.
look. Look, no comment. But when they started making foam posits for women,
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, I had to do a double take because at first I was like, wait, what? Like this is just for women? But they're coming out with a men's pair, aren't they?
I don't know, on the
The floral, right? You're
sneakers.
talking about the
Yeah, the
floral?
floral. Like I've only seen it as women's, so I'm like, dude, like, isn't that just the kids? Like, and plus they
Yeah.
know men would wear this. Like, they would, they're gonna sell out.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, nah, I don't think.
Air More Max Up Tempo 720s.
No.
Oh boy,
You know what's funny is I don't think they look that bad, but they suck.
they're ugly, man. They're out here. They were in the Nike lab. I walked in the other day.
Oh,
I
you
saw
saw
them.
them?
Yeah, they're unwearable, man.
Did you buy 720s?
Nope.
Oh, you didn't?
Not interested really.
Really? Well, you don't wear Air Maxes that much, do you?
And I got Air Max ones, and I just got the. I only own that one pair of 98s, the Chinese New Year ones, and then I own the silver
Hell,
bullets and the gold metallics for 97s. Those are the only ones I need. That's all I'm saying, man. This is like I only need them. Like I don't need anything crazy. I don't
so
need anything
you
crazy.
really have that many Jordan 1s?
I probably have like 50 pairs.
Of Jordan 1s?
Yeah.
Wait, how many sneakers? That's impossible. You probably have about 200 pair of Jordan 1s.
Nope. 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 I have like 50 pairs of Jordan 1s, maybe 60, and I only have like 100 and I don't want to say only. I have 120 pairs maybe.
Of shoes.
Yeah.
That's a lie.
That's facts.
I don't believe nothing you talking about. You must sell a lot more stuff than you tell us.
I sold, so like within the last year, I probably sold like 30, 40 pairs. And those were all the things that I was telling you about, how it's like, I don't need these. I don't need like these non-OG colors, or I don't need these non-OG shoes. So I just got rid of them. Like I just sold, I sold a bunch of 12s. I sold like I only have my flu games and French blues. I sold the Masters. I sold some other ones too.
I always
I
forget
sold my
about French
CNY
Blues.
12s from French Blues are clean, man.
They
I
are.
like that pair.
Remember that like era with God, what was it? Yukon? Or was Yukon were Obsidians?
I think they were Obsidian because they were like a dark blue.
Yeah, I think they were wearing Obsidians. And like Ray Allen and like Khalid Al-Amin and all them. That was tight. That was a good era. You know what's funny? Like talking
Yeah.
about basketball is I always hate when like me and George talk about this all the time. I always hate when you go to like a Lakers Celtics game and somebody's always wearing a basketball jersey of a team that's not even playing. You know what's even worse than that is when somebody is wearing a jersey, if somebody is at a game wearing a jersey of a team that's not playing, and the jersey that they're wearing is a player that doesn't play for that team anymore. Like,
Yeah. Like
and,
they're just wearing it just because like I'm at a basketball game, so I got to wear something basketball.
yeah, like, and it's not like they're like wearing it as a throwback or they just
Like
have the
just wear a white
jersey.
t-shirt.
When
Just wear a white
yeah,
t-shirt.
when I was at the Cowboys game against the Eagles, there was so many people wearing 49er Terrell Owens jerseys. I was so confused. I was like, okay, if you're gonna wear a Terrell Owens, if you're gonna wear a Niners jersey, okay, whatever, like whatever. But why you gotta wear a Terrell? Like you're not even wearing like anybody on their team now. Like stupid.
You hear what Barkley said? Barkley on TNT was like the only people that should be wearing jerseys are kids, ex players, and hot women.
Ex players. Barkley. I have no idea how Barkley's been able to keep that job.
He doesn't even know who's playing in the game.
He,
Like they do that segment where they like test them on like what their name is.
yeah,
He doesn't know any of them.
he knows nothing. But like, that's the reason why we watch that show. I'm sorry, TNT, NBA TNT is still the best show, period. Like sports wise to me. Um, and fucking George hates it. He thinks it's corny. I'm like, dear God, George, like, what do you like? Um,
What does he?
you know, me and him were talking yesterday or today. I was like, man, bro, I don't know what's gotten into you, but you hate everything. If you get on Twitter, you should just get on Twitter just to see what he tweets out.
Just to follow George? Is he like
George,
angry Twitter man?
he's so angry at like AA basketball players and random college games. I'm like, George, what are you doing? I mean, he's the only person on Twitter, you know, yelling at like Colorado State basketball team. It's like, what are you mad at them? Who cares? He's the only one that has analysis on like college football that's over. He's like talking about USC and what they need to do. I'm like, bro, the season's over. I tell George all the time, I say, dude, why don't you get a job in sports? Like, you'd be phenomenal at it. Oh, you're crazy. All right, well, I got nothing for you. Like, if you don't want to do it, I can't make you. So,
Oh man, I was hoping to talk to him too because I've been going around telling everyone I'm yellow chocolate.
that's a good nickname. You should get some dunks. There's some yellow chocolate dunks.
Oh my god.
I was going to ask you, too. You thought I forgot, too. I'm going to ask you the question.
Yeah, god damn.
Now, I can never ask this question correctly,
I know what you're trying to say.
but
Can a favorite shoe be something that you've never owned? Can your favorite shoe be a shoe that you've never owned?
yes, I need an answer.
What did Los say? Los said no, right?
Lowe said no, but then at some
Los
point,
agreed with you, right?
yeah, but then at some point he kind of flipped it. He kind of changed. He went back and forth. Now, and let me just explain myself one more time. Favorite to me means like I have it. There's a reason why this is my favorite. There's a reason why these Jordan 6s, I bought 6 of them. It was the first Jordan that he won the championship in. I remember Bulls, Lakers. We lived in Inglewood at the time, and we were supposed to be going for the Lakers. I was young, but I remember Jordan. I was like, man, who the heck is this guy? Like, I remember that. My dad, like my mom and dad, like arguing, like got into an argument about buying them for me because they were so much money, and I was only in, first grade, I think. And I remember them actually arguing, my mom telling my dad that he does not need shoes that cost that much money.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why they're my favorite to me, and I have to have them. Now, if I would have never had a Jordan 6, none of that stuff I just told you would have made any sense, and it wouldn't have mattered. Because it would have been like,
But
you love them that
so, but
much,
then
but you've never
you're
owned them.
talking about, favorite on an emotional level, like
It ain't
when
that emotional. I mean, I just
when
got
George,
stories.
but when George is talking about favorite, he's just talking about aesthetically, right?
Well, can you even
Because
say?
there's no connection to him besides the fact that he thinks that the color combination is the best.
Can you even say aesthetically if you've never touched a shoe?
Yeah, but you know what it looks like though.
Oh man, come on, Jay. I mean, yes, we know what a lot of stuff looks like. Well, then I
So
guess
I thought about this. I thought about your question because I knew you were gonna ask me this. So I thought about it, and my favorite Jordan 1 is, if you were to ask me,
Legends of Summer.
please, want me wearing red sparkly shoes like Dorothy? Get out of
I
here.
would imagine those wouldn't even be allowed in China.
Are you
Like,
kidding me? All red shoes? People would love it out here. Be walking on people's backs. They'll be carrying you like a.
oh, that's funny.
If you were to ask me, I would probably have said fragments were my favorite Jordan 1s.
You have fragments.
But that's what I'm saying. It's like if you were to ask me before I had them, I don't know if I would have
Oh,
said.
Jay, no, you wouldn't have stopped it.
I don't think I would have said that they were.
Oh, okay, okay.
So that's what I'm saying is that, like, because if you asked me before and you asked me what's your favorite Jordan 1, I don't think I would have said fragments before I got them.
Right.
But now that I own them, fragments are my favorite ones. So I guess I can sort of agree with you, but I'm kind of with Los, man. It's like it's kind of hard to, because there's some other shoes that I have as like my top colorways, but they probably wouldn't be like my favorites.
So oh, and for everybody who's listening, we're gonna do top 10 Jordan ones for 2018.
Yeah.
Now, on my list of Jordan ones 2018, uh, one, hold on, one, two, three, uh, three. I'm sorry, four. Four of them I've never seen in person yet. Now,
Okay.
this isn't my favorite Jordan ones list. They're just
Correct.
the better looking ones I've seen,
Correct.
this year.
So, like, for example, I would say one of my top 10 Jordan 1s of all time are a pair that I've never seen in person before.
And what is
So
that?
does that count? And they're the all black patent leather ones with the gold sole.
Oh, those ones that like came out like only in New York or something.
Yeah.
Forgot those even existed.
Those are like, but see, like those to me are super fire.
Yeah, but those aren't your
And
favorite though.
but they're top 10 all time to me.
Uh, yeah, but you can do that. Like that's what I'm trying to say. All time is cool. Like George saying Eminem fours or undefeated fours are one of the greatest Jordans of all time. That's cool. Now, when I say George, what is your top 10 favorite? And he says undefeated fours again. It's like, no, there's no reason for that. So, like, you saying that black patent leather with the gold sparkly bottom ones being one of the all times, oh, okay, I would agree with that. I
But
would
those are Jordan 1s to me though. Top 10 to me.
top 10, yeah, of course. But if I said, what's your favorite Jordans of all time, would you put that on there? Your favorite,
Well,
if I said, what's your top 10 favorite Jordan ones of all time, would you put that on there?
I think I would.
How could you don't know what it looks like? You know what the pictures look like, but I don't know about that. I can see both sides. Like I'm not like fully invested on one side. I can see both sides, but there's a lot of things that we looked at pictures and we thought, oh my goodness, those are fire. And then we get them like, like, they cool.
Like
Like,
before I got okay, so like I would say before I got frags, they were probably a top 5. But after I got them, it went to number one.
Ah, whack. First of all, they're just blue bread toes. I told George today that I should probably go buy the Jordan 6 where the infrared was Carolina blue. I
Yeah,
Because if those would have dropped 5, 6, 8, 10, 15 years ago, the world would have been all over those.
yeah, those were nice.
And it's like, why didn't I
I had
buy
them and I
those?
sold them. I
See,
had them and I
I
sold
feel
them.
like you told me that. I think I remember you saying that.
But do you like how there isn't 3M? Do you like the 3M or no?
There's I don't care about 3M is such an overrated thing by people. Like,
Because like, but it was weird though, because I had them in hand and it just felt
wait,
weird
wait, wait.
without the 3M
Oh,
underneath it.
oh, it. Come on, Jay. It felt weird.
It did.
Like,
It just didn't feel the same. It just didn't look the same. I was like, this is a weird. It's like it felt muted. It felt really like not. It didn't pop.
no, it that sounds like when Jordan 13s came out and
Oh yeah,
and
I
they
know what
didn't
you're talking.
have that. I'm talking people were heated. And I'm like, dude, like paparazzi not chasing y'all. What do y'all need flash
They're not
material
chasing someone.
for? Yeah, okay, yes, they're chasing you. Like, it's like, what do y'all really need that for? Like, people were like, yeah, I'm not copping. No 3M, they not for me. I'm like, bruh, get your life together.
First of all, I didn't like him that much, and then to me, it was just like it just felt weird, and I just sold him. Like it wasn't because I didn't like him that much to begin with.
I think if I find them for like $79, I'm a cop. I'll probably find a used pair. You buy used shoes?
Very yeah, I do, but very
Right.
rarely.
You know what? That used to be like, it was a period in time where that was what I was looking for. Worn once, twice, because it was cheaper. But man,
Oh yeah, for sure.
I couldn't tell you the last time I bought a pair of shoes that weren't DS. I think as we get older, I mean, like we said, retail to us now is almost $300. So if you're
Yeah.
running around, like, now you would buy a gym, if somebody
Oh,
came,
for sure.
yeah,
Yeah.
if somebody came to me with shattered backboards, worn 5 times for 300, I'm copping, and that's a fact. So
You gonna pick up the 3.0 shatter backboards?
I mean, I'm gonna try. Like, I still got what's the reverse shatter backboards,
Yep.
so I never wore those yet, and I appreciate one of the listeners who got those for me.
Oh, I remember that episode.
Yeah, like, but I don't wear highs, man. Like, highs, that puffiness around the top, that's uncomfortable now. So like, I
Man.
feel like I gotta be able to bend my ankle. I feel like I gotta be able
What
to,
are you
like,
doing? Squats?
nah, but like, just in case you gotta run or something. Just in case somebody like come after you or like a weird dog like runs out. That's like one of my fears of growing up was like
You got the weirdest scenarios, man. First of all, there ain't no paparazzi chasing you.
You're right.
There ain't no wild dogs coming after you.
Oh no, you
There ain't
never
no one
know.
trying to there ain't no one trying to pull up and off you for no reason.
Nah, not it used to be, but I live in the suburbs. It'd be like a wild dog, like a stray dog, come wandering around the corner. You don't know if he's friend or foe. Like,
Isn't that why
it's
that's
coyotes
why
out here too.
that's why you a sensei now.
So you right. See, you guys got dragons out there. We got wild dogs. It'd be crazy if dragons were real. So, you watch
Oh
Game of
my
Thrones?
god. No, you know what? That's one thing. Like
I've seen one
that's
episode.
I've seen half of an episode.
Yeah, I think I fell asleep during it. I just remember, like, I don't know, like I don't even remember, like they were just eating dinner or something.
There weren't even dragons when I watched Game of Thrones.
I think they were talking about eggs. Maybe I've seen more than one episode. I don't know. I wish I would have stuck with it, but it's too far now. So
Yeah, I'm too far gone now.
you watch TV
All
out
right,
there besides basketball sports?
man, I do. Well, okay, so like I watch. I heard you guys talking about it last time. I watched. I just finished. I'm about to start Punisher season 2.
Oh, okay. I haven't seen that
But then I
episode
remember,
yet.
I remember what you were saying. How it's like it's weird how he doesn't have any superpowers.
Yeah, like being an angry man just it's
That could be
just
George. That's just George.
yes. George would be Juggernaut.
Oh man, George with wearing a skeleton T-shirt, just walking around getting
George would
yelled at.
be the only superhero who didn't wear a costume because he think it's stupid. So he'd be the only one wearing like work clothes. He'd be
And
utility
boost
man.
and boost man,
Yeah. All you need is boost. All right, superheroes, just save us.
killing all shoe tubers.
Oh man, I'm trying to think of anything else, man. You
Yeah,
want to
we
do
gotta talk about one last thing before we get to our top 10,
what's
and we
up?
won't spend too long. Is the GOAT in Foot Locker?
Oh, well, I will let you give your opinion on it because I'm not yet.
That's fine.
I'm gonna wait till
I
next
think,
week.
yeah, I think it's just Foot Locker trying to stay relevant. I think
Okay, so we're.
Foot Locker
I'll tell you, we're
understand.
kind of on the
Yep,
same thing.
yep. Like Foot Locker is just understanding that no one goes into their brick and mortar stores anymore to buy anything.
Yeah,
The only time people go in there, the only time someone like me or you or anyone who is into sneakers goes into a Foot Locker is to pick up a raffle ticket and pick up their shoes.
and that's it. And we don't even do
That's
that.
it.
Like
Yeah,
we
that's it.
we use the app now. Like we don't even got to get
Yeah.
raffle tickets anymore.
And anyone else that goes in there is like a young kid, and it's getting worse and worse for them because all the young kids now just want hype stuff.
Yeah, and it's not. And even the young kids are kind of not even like. I went in there. We were at the mall a few weeks ago, and everyone in there is like mom,
Dead.
dads. Like
Yeah.
the on the House of
Empty.
Hoop side, there was not a single person over there.
Yep.
On the Foot Locker
Empty.
side, it was a few people. Um, but no, what you're saying, pretty much, I'm thinking the same thing. Like it's not like it's funny. Like news breaks on stuff. Sneakerheads got the most scenarios and conspiracies ever. That they're gonna give the stock. They're gonna look, man. Like y'all know what it is. We out here begging. We're literally out here begging now to buy sneakers. Like, please let me win so I could give you $300.
Yep.
Like, this is. It doesn't even matter anymore. Like, if Foot Locker went out of business, I think that would have been less shocking to people than this. Like, people blew people's minds.
Yep.
Yesterday that took place. I'm like, man, come on, man. And I'll be honest with you, I didn't even think Foot Locker had 100 million or however much they paid. Like, I didn't think they were running around throwing money around like that. One,
Well,
and
so I read that that aren't Foot Lockers kind of like blockbusters now? Like who,
yeah,
right? Like who goes into a Foot Locker? When was the last time you bought anything in a Foot Locker
uh,
store?
I couldn't even tell you. Like, I couldn't. I mean, last thing I got from Foot Locker, George got for me, and that's because it was $39. Some Air Max One. Um,
So it was just, oh man, so it was George that came into my finish line and asked for $40 some.
it probably was, man. And he probably asked himself for $40 because he knows he could sell it for 80. Um,
I'm sorry.
yeah, no, I agree with you. Like, I'll be honest with you too. I didn't know Goat was worth 500, 600 million.
Yeah.
Like, if Goat's worth that much, StockX must be worth about $1 billion.
I
So
know it's I don't know,
that's
man. I just think
crazy.
that they're just trying to stay relevant, and they understand that right now, like these stores in the malls. I bet you within the next couple of years, you're gonna see a lot of Foot Lockers close in malls.
Oh yeah, they have to. Like they've actually stayed open a lot longer than I've expected. I'm
Yeah,
surprised. Like out here, um, shoe palaces and stuff like that, and even champs are like popping up everywhere now. And I'm like, dude, how are people?
why?
Mm-hmm. Like one of our malls out here, Scottsdale Mall, it only had a Foot Locker and a Chic. That was it. Never had any other sneaker store. And then all of a sudden, a Shoe Palace is in there now. A Champ Sports is in there now. And I'm like, why are you guys opening up sneaker stores now?
I thought Chic went out of business. Remember that?
Um, well,
Or
out.
did someone buy them out and then like rebrand them or something? Like I thought. Remember
Yeah,
they went out of business.
I thought they did too, but there's still a couple out here in our malls. They're out of pretty much all of our other malls, but we got about one or two malls that still have a Chic in it. They're weird though. Like
I know they
they,
sell weird stuff in there.
yeah, like they only have like maybe like 15 styles of sneakers in there, and they're like Harachis, and then the clothes are like all Mitchell and Ness and like other brands, stuff with like camouflage shorts with like Tupac on them and stuff. You're like, what is
So like,
this?
isn't it like? Don't you find that really depressing? Like when I'm back in the States over the summer and winter and stuff like that. Like when I go back to the States and I walk into a mall and I
Yeah,
see like the Foot Lockers, the Finish Line, Champs, Shoe Palace. It's like they're just depressing to me. Like
it's
ain't no one
depressing.
in there buying anything, and like nothing on the shelf speaks to anyone. Like no one's really interested in that stuff.
Right.
They've become like outlet places because those are the things that people don't want.
It's depressing because I don't think a lot of people realize, and at least for me and my friends, whenever we went out of town, the number one tourist attraction that you wanted to go to was the mall. Like
Yeah,
you always think like, let's go to the mall. Like they might have stuff that our mall doesn't have.
yeah,
And
yeah,
you go now and their stores have everything your store has. Your mall has like the mall itself still being relevant is crazy. Like
yeah.
online shopping is just, man, like I would do anything to avoid leaving the house for sneakers. Like even clothes. Like I will try it on, give it a shot. And you know what's funny is if I order something that doesn't fit, I'll still keep it or I'll find somebody to give it to. I
Hmm.
won't even mail it back. But the fact that like an actual mall, our mall, like we have an Arizona Mills, like one of our Mills malls is like has an aquarium in it. Like it's just random stuff in it now. An aquarium and like Lego Town. It's just weird
They're
things
just
in there.
losing money. I feel like.
And the food court has like a variation of all the places. Like not Panda Express.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you're talking
It's like you can't even go get yourself some orange chicken from Panda
about.
Express.
Oh my
Now it's
god!
like
Yeah, it's like knockoff of something, right? It's
yeah, it's like,
Panda Express. It's
it's
koala food.
yeah, it's just it's a different animal. Sabaros is gone. Now it's like, Mr. Papa's Pizza. It's like some weird stuff. And I'm like, dude, I can't even there's no Paradise Bakery anymore. It's like baked goods. It's like weird
That's what I'm
stuff.
saying. It's depressing, man, and it's like all like just weirdos hang out in the mall now.
It is. So like our kids will never like drop me off at the mall. No one gets to get
Nope.
dropped off at the mall anymore. I used to get dropped off at the mall for hours. And we would go in and out of the same shoe stores looking at the exact same shoes all day. And all we had was like 20 bucks on us.
Over it.
We had 20 bucks for a movie ticket and a slice of Sabaro's pizza. And we would walk in and out of stores looking at sneakers that we wish we could cop. Like, oh, I'm going to tell my mom to get me these. Oh, man, when first day of school, I'm copping these. Not anymore, man.
Yeah.
That's crazy, man. So, you want to do top 10?
Yeah. Let's do it.
Hold on a second. All right. Man, it's late here. Good God. So, like I said, Jay and I are gonna be doing our top 10 Jordan 1s of 2018 to us.
You know, it's scary. I looked up how many Jordan 1s came out in the last 2 years. It is mind blowing.
It's amazing how many came out. 2018
It's
alone,
scary.
there were over 170 or something like that.
It's scary how many.
But I will tell you this: going through going through the 2018 pairs that came out, I was like, they really weren't that fire. But during the year, I feel like it was all fire. But you know what happened? A lot of the collaborations were so fire
Right.
but that's what I feel about the Kobe line. Kobe 4, 5, and whatever else, 8s are so fire to us that we think the entire line is fire. In
Yeah.
2018, I mean, we'll go through our list. In 2018, there were about 4 or 5 collaborations that were so fire that we're like, oh my God, 2018 Jordan 1 was crazy. It really
Yeah.
wasn't. You got any honorable mentions?
I do.
What you got?
I got the origin story Chicago's.
Origin story. The
The
split?
Spider-Man.
Oh, split. I mean, the Spider-Mans.
Yeah.
You know what? I don't hate those, but
I don't hate them, but I don't like
yeah,
them.
I feel like they
Like I don't
look.
hate them, but
I feel like they look like a kid shoe.
they do. Oh, I've seen like they look. I think kids that get them are great, but I don't think like it's weird when I see an adult wearing them.
Yeah, like they just don't look right.
I got the no L's, both yellow and red.
Oh, okay. Did you get those?
Yeah,
Man, look at you.
stop it.
And what else? That's
Um,
it?
and I got the gold toe patent leathers,
I get that in my honorable mentions too.
and the that's it. Yep.
My honorable mentions, I got the gold toe patent leathers, and I have, and look, obviously this is way out there, but I got the not the patent leather ones, but the Art Basel Soulfly green and orange ones. I got those in honorable mentions.
Oh my God, I am surprised that you like those.
Why? Miami colors on a Jordan 1? Those are fire.
But you know what though? I didn't wait. You're talking about.
Not the patent leather
You're not
ones.
talking right. But that one just looks like a shattered backboard, doesn't it?
Oh, I guess it kind of does. It does, low
Like that's
key.
why I didn't like it because I was like, man, this is because it's not even that green. It's like really dark, so it almost looks like a shattered. And I was like,
It does kind of look like a shattered bubble when I think about it. But though, oh, and I got Jordan 1. Oh, you know what? Never mind. That's it.
all
Just
right,
those two. So I'll do my bottom five first.
okay.
So I have. Wait, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, number 10. I got, and I don't think a lot of people will know what these are, but I got the Jordan 1 Desert Sands. They're black and they're like kind of outlined with like tan, and it looks like really good leather, like that leather you see on like a horse saddle or something. Like some like,
Oh, the mids? You talking about the mid?
are they mids?
Yeah,
I think those are dope. I don't care for mids.
Jordan 1 mid desert sand, right?
I guess it is a mid. I
Yeah,
like
yeah,
those.
yeah.
So.
It's kind of like it's got a white toe cap.
Ooh, they're black, all black.
Oh, black.
I might be mixing something up.
Because I'm looking on StockX right now. I typed in desert sand.
Yeah, they should be on StockX or Goat. One of them. Let me see.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I see it.
Don't you have those?
Quality. No, no, no. The quality on those joints are fire.
Yeah, these
They
are
came out.
super clean.
They came out with three of them. They came out with the white one too, and then they came out with this kind of
Like a blue one.
yeah, like a bluish kind of color,
Yeah,
bluish
that
turquoise.
black one, I thought that black one was super fire.
The leather on those, because they were sitting out here, the leather on them were really good, like really, really good.
Number 9, I got rookie ones. I
Okay,
like those. You gotta
I
have
like
red
them.
laces in them though.
Yeah.
Like you have to have the red laces in them. Number 8, I got Flyknit Shadow ones. I'm
Okay.
sorry, Flyknit ones are very underrated. Like
You know what? I haven't worn mine yet.
I haven't either, but they're underrated. I only got Royals in them, so um, and then I have the Jordan 1 women's, but the black ones that were like dipped. The toe box is tanned,
Which one?
where they were called like Jordan 1 dipped or whatever. Or the women's, and they had like a red one, a Venchetta, like the toe box is like Venchetta color, where it looks like they took a black Jordan and like kind of dipped it on the toe. They're women's though. They're like dip.
When they come out?
This year, 2018. I mean, so like
I gotta look this up.
look up like dip toe or something.
I typed in dip, nothing came out.
Man, come on.
Oh yes.
Yeah, man, you a Jordan
Which
1
color?
god. You don't know nothing.
Well, these are women's shoes, man. I don't keep up with these.
Man, you have, I don't know. I seen you rocking a pair of women's shoes the other day.
And they're on my list too.
And then hold on, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Which color of the dip toes?
The black ones. I do like. Actually, I like them all. To be honest with you.
I like the white one. The white one's dope.
And then number 5, I have the yellow. Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, the yellow ones where it came out with the blue moon and that green. Was it ochre?
Yellow ochre.
Ochre. Those are fire.
Yeah,
I like
those
those.
are fire.
And I would have chose the Blue Moons or the other ones, but I thought the yellows were better. And I thought the no resale ones, I thought the yellow's better than the red. The red's a black toe.
The yellows are better.
Yeah,
The
the
yellows
yellows
are better.
are way better. So
Yeah, the yellows are better.
that's my bottom 5. What you got, Jay?
All right. My number 10, I got the Rookie of the Years.
Okay.
I didn't, you know what, though? So I have them. I didn't like them at first because I thought they were trying too much to be like off-white with the detached ankle area.
Right. I like that.
You know what I mean? It's just like, that's what, like in the beginning, I was like, man, these are whack. And then after I got them in hand, I was like, okay, these are not bad. Number 9, I got the Pine Green Court Purples.
So both of those?
Yes, because they came out at the same time, and I like them. Actually, if I had to choose one, I choose the purple toes.
Really? I choose the greens.
I like purple, man.
I do too. I do like the purple ones, but I would choose the greens though.
And then number 8, I got the bread toes.
Dang, you got them that low?
Because it's just too much red and white, black Jordan 1s, man.
They are, but those were clean, and I don't even know why the toe was just red.
I know. See, like if I would still take black toes over those, and I would take band over those, and I would take Chicago's over those.
I don't know, man. I got those really high on my list.
Would you over out of those 4? Where would you put bread toes?
You mean out of like the OG colorways?
Yeah,
I would choose a bread toe over black toe.
Oof.
I would definitely choose a bread toe over Chicago.
Oh, now you smoking.
That's a fact. Chicago's are overrated. The black toes are underrated, and Chicago's are overrated.
And they're both $500.
Yeah, I wouldn't say I take them over breads, but I wouldn't be opposed to considering it. And I don't know why.
Number 7, I got the Game Royals.
Game Royals. Oh, those are okay. Wait. Is that the all blue or the ones that had like blue and white?
No, it's blue and white.
Okay, yeah,
the
those
Hyper
are cool.
Royals are the all blue.
You don't got those on your list, do you?
No.
Dude,
come on.
Royal, I think when we were growing up, we always wanted a Royal sneaker, like a Royal Jordan something, and they never came out with them. And then when they finally came out with them, we didn't want them.
You can get those for cheap. They're like $100. They're like $90.
I think they're cheaper than that. They're like $49.
So, but the Game Royals I like, and it's funny because in China they always give shoes nicknames, and so the fragments are called they're nicknamed Lightning because like the symbol logo, and so these are called the Baby Lightnings.
Oh, really?
They're called Baby Frags, pretty much.
See, I like hearing stuff like that. So we would never know that it's different nicknames out there than it is for out here.
Oh yeah. So it's they're called Baby Frags out here, and they're expensive out here, man. They're expensive online too. They're going for like $250, $260.
Yeah, they're not cheap.
Yeah, they're going for like $300 out here, man. Super expensive.
Oh.
And then number 6, I got Shadow ones.
Oh, okay. I was so disappointed in the Shadow ones. Like the Shadow ones to me are another overrated sneaker. I don't understand the allure of them, and I don't understand why.
It's kind of crazy. Like they're almost. I hate to say it because it sounds blasphemous, but they're kind of boring.
They really are.
It's just dark gray and black. Like, how many shoes do I have like that are everyday shoes that are just that color, right? Like, I don't need.
They're boring, and they could at least release the original OG with the suede. Like they wouldn't even do that. So, my number 5. Oh, you done? Sorry.
Yeah, that was 6.
Number 5, I got Pine Greens. And I went back and forth with the purple ones because I do love the purple, but the purple one kind of just looked like for women, Like when I saw.
You know what though? So did you see the GS versions of them?
Yeah,
both of them. They're nice, man.
They're really nice.
Because the tongue is white.
Yeah,
it adds a nice contrast to it.
Like I think they're really nice. There's a lot of Jordans and stuff that have been coming out in the GR version that look way better than the adult version.
Yeah.
Number 4, I have Nigel's. This is another pair that I don't think I've seen in person yet. I don't
You know what?
think.
They're better. I know Rome hates them. He calls them what? Stained teeth.
Something like that. Stain urinals or something.
But there's a lot of details to them that are really cool. Like I'll take some shots later and I'll send it to you. It's like the swoosh is like completely detached and then painted in 3M. It's pretty sick.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, I'll send it to you later.
And then I got number 3. I got Union Black toes. Never seen those in person yet, but I mean, I did everything in my power to get a pair. Number 2.
That's when you almost lost your baby.
I almost lost my own life. Number 2, I got bread toes. Number 2.
Oh boy,
I seen those.
Huh?
I didn't. I thought they were stupid at first. I was like, man, come on, man.
I
Like,
remember.
I was like, man, how you think we're fools? But I saw them in person, and I'm like, man, it's like the best of all of them. It's like a bread, black, Chicago-ish, like, it looks like a healthy mix of all of them together. And it's just that black toe and a little bit of more white. I think them joints are super clean. And,
How much are they going for right now?
like around $330, I think.
Would you cop?
No. I can't pay that.
Why not?
Not for those. Come on, like because essentially they are. What are they going for?
Oh, they last sold was $445.
Oh yeah, they smoking. I ain't paying all that.
Insane.
Jeez, they're going for this much. Oh, they're so clean. And number 1, I got Union Blues. I think blues are better than the blacks because the blacks look like a black toe. The blues technically look like the OG.
2 shoes mashed, yeah.
Yeah, it is pretty much that, but I think the blue is better. It's a better look than the black ones to me. So,
yeah.
That's my top 10 Jordan 1s of 2018. Jay, what you got?
Number 5, I got the Blue Moon and Clay Green best in hand.
Man, you got a top 20.
Oh, man, if I could do a top 60.
Not of 2018. 2018 is kind of whack, man. You think about it.
About to throw the homage to home number 1.
I hope that's not on your list.
You might disown me faster than you disown George over his SB list.
Them joints are an abomination.
I was listening to that pod and I was dying listening to you go
Yo,
off.
let me tell you, me and George, when we were heavy in the SBs, when George was heavy in SBs, I would be in his office. We would literally be looking on every single site, everywhere, trying to find him a pair of Slam Cities or whatever, of SBs. I mean, everywhere. We couldn't find a pair for less than 500. We would just literally look everywhere to try to find him a good pair, even if it was used. I mean, he was doing everything, and he had that in his honorable mentions. I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. Like, we've spent countless hours looking, scouring. I don't even say that right. Looking for him. Couldn't find him. And he had him as honorable mention. I'll punch him in his stomach. What else you got?
Number 4, same spot as you, Nigel 1s.
Oh, okay.
Number 3, I got the yellow ochres.
That's high. But I like them, though.
They're fire, man. Like, those are so clean.
Like, actually, they probably should be in the top 5. Do you have those?
Mm-hmm. Oh. I got 2 of them.
Okay. What else you got?
Hey, one to rock, man. One to stock. One to stock.
And you say you only got 100 pairs.
100,000.
Yeah, I believe it.
You smoking.
What else you got?
Number 2, I got the Aleli Mays.
Man, come on, bro.
Jordan 1s. Those are fire.
Number 2.
I like that pair so much.
Come on, man.
What's wrong with that shoe? Tell me what's wrong with it.
I didn't say nothing's wrong with the shoe. Oh, but no.
Not the satin ones.
I know which ones you're talking about, but it's just like, come on, man.
What? Why? What?
Number 2? If you would have said number 8, 7, you think those are better than the dip toes?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, you tripping.
Nope.
I don't know. I'm not going to say like I don't like them because I do like them a lot. but number 2 is high, man.
I didn't. You know what? In the beginning, I was like, "There's no way I'm gonna get these," and then they really grew on me, and I like how, like, they're just really, they're kind of out there, but they're like muted because the colors are kind of like not. They're not vibrant. You know what I mean? They're like muted colors. They're like pastel looking colors. I think it's super clean.
Them joints look like Viotech Dunks. I don't know if you remember what those look like.
Yes, but then I also about to burn the fur tongue off. So
Yeah, that's funny. Peter, get on.
Number 1, I got the Unions, and both of them.
Both of them, okay. So basically, you made a top, 17, 18 list.
No, I didn't. I made it the top.
You had both. You had both Unions.
I made it a top 14.
You had both Unions. You had both court purples and greens, and you had moon and green.
All right. Okay. You know what? To satisfy you,
You almost made a top 20.
No, I didn't. I picked.
You had 16.
I picked the purple toes over the pine greens. All right. And then if we're gonna pick blue moons or clay greens, I picked the clay greens.
And which Union?
Union. Oh man, this is hard because I own the black toe one.
Look at you.
But I don't own the blue one. But
so which one are you going with?
I think I like the blue one more.
Dang, that's messed up. You left black Unions and blue moons and pine greens and pine greens off your list. Your list is trash. I can't believe you did that. No, your list is trash.
You cornered me.
If I was you, I would have left them on. But whatever.
You tricked me, bro.
Yeah. Oh man, I'm glad we did this today, man.
It's good to catch up with you, man.
Yeah, of course.
It's good to talk to you during. It's good to talk to you during
not rushing
during Chinese New Year.
Oh yes, huh? How crazy?
You honorary Chinese. You honorary Chinese.
How crazy does it get out there during this period?
It depends. Like, it depends on what you mean by crazy. Because if you live in Shanghai, it's actually really quiet. It's because everyone goes away. They go travel.
Oh, really?
So the city itself has been pretty chill. Like, a lot of stores are closed, so there's not that much going on. But there's a lot of people visiting Shanghai right now. So it's actually been really quiet. I like to stay during this time of year because it's a little bit more mellow. It's not as busy.
I figured people will be trying to get there.
Yeah, I mean, there's like out of towners for sure. Like when I went to the Nike Innovation spot, it was packed. But they're all tourists.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool then. All right, Jay. I need to get off this, man. It's late here. And
you're going to be up for another 3 hours?
You're right, because I'm about to shower, and then I'm about to go eat a bowl of Rocky Road ice cream, and I'm about to watch something that my wife wouldn't want to watch since she's out of town. So.
What, you're gonna watch the Kyrie movie again?
No joke. I might watch some of it. That movie was funny though. When Reggie Miller was blind and he couldn't hit them shots, I was in tears. And I don't like Chris Webber, but when he was about to baptize that baby, and he was like, "Man, I was crying." I was like, "Yo, this might be a top 10 basketball movie of all time."
Oh my God!
See, look at you. When you think about it, you like, you know what? It's actually kind of funny. You got to think of it's like Napoleon Dynamite. That movie was trash, but when you think about it, have you in tears?
Oh man!
All right, Jay. I'm gonna get off this.
It up, homie.
Hopefully, the computer don't break and this actually record. Because if none of this recorded, I will be sad because I love this episode.
I told you to stay off those sites.
All right, I'm gonna need you to chill. Anyways, all right, Jay, man, I appreciate it, man. I'll talk to you later.
Yeah, hey, give George a big old hug for me, all right?
You're right. I can't tell you last time. If I hugged George, you'd probably never come back to the podcast. So, all right, Jay.
All right, bro.
All right, later.